Mhm. All right, I'm live. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Can everyone hear me and see me okay? I should probably let Twitter know that I'm online. Hey, Twitter, I'm online. Just retweet that. Link is live. Should anyone care? All right. All right. Hey, welcome, welcome. Wow. I've gotten 2 likes already. That's amazing. All I've done so far was said welcome, but apparently I said it in a very nice voice. Hold on. Just got a Switch Fortnite flyer on the ground here. That's important. If anyone wants that, they can have that. All right. Okay, well, here I am. Love your DVDs. Oh, great. The Famicom Dojo DVDs or just my DVD collection? All right, 3 likes for the hat. Excellent. The hat went. This hat used to be much nicer, but it's been stepped on by my son many times. You can tell the brim's a little crooked, and I've worn it a lot. Keeps the sun off. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing okay now. I'll tell you, I'm doing okay now. It's been a rough week. To tell you the honest truth, it's been a pretty rough couple of weeks. But why the hat? Just because because I just got out of the shower very recently, and still not. I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure who I'm kidding. I'm definitely losing my hair. I can tell when I go and watch old episodes of Famicom Dojo. I'm like, I haven't changed much, just a lot less hair, maybe a little more face. But that's what happens. We get older. We play a lot of video games. We have fun. All right. I don't know. What do you think? Hat? No hat? I don't know. I worry I look a little like a 40s detective, and I don't have that kind of credential. All right. Famicom Dojo DVD. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really like that. No hat and no pants. All right. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, all right. And no hat. Good. Perfect. Losing your hair is part of life. I say embrace it rather than hide it. My best friend started losing his hair in his late teens. Oh, wow, that's a little rough. I mean, for me, I'm already married. I got 4 kids. Who am I impressing at this point? I guess all those sweet YouTube subs that I've been chasing for the years. But you know what? I got some good friends here right now, and as far as I know, you guys don't care too much. Hope you get more subs. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope so too. Hello, Vink. How are you today, or tonight in this case, Jason? I'm doing well, Jason. How are you? Again, I'm doing well after a pretty rough week. I've been working 12 or 14-hour days every day this week. So you'll notice that I didn't list anything on my store this week. I've just been busy, just crazy. Oh, I've been told that I should, since I mentioned my store, I've been told that just for safety, in case people think I'm doing a promotion that is not, because YouTube has rules for promotions, and even though the store is mine, I think I have to disclose that. I mean, I'm not being sponsored. I don't know. Japan Retro Direct is my store. So if I put a link up to it, like I'll put one in the comments right now, it is connected with me. So hold on. They told me I should put up something that says like, I don't remember what words I'm supposed to use. But it's mine. They're not officially sponsoring me because it is me. I don't know. It's strange. All right. Anyway, sorry for being late to the party. Shin, we just started like 5 minutes ago, and frankly, the party was waiting for you, so don't worry about it. Sponsored content, paid promotion. Okay, let's see. Let me find a scrap of paper to write it on. I think I got a receipt somewhere. There we go. Oh, I spelled sponsored wrong. Sponsored content. Okay. It's not really. I don't know. Whatever. Just in case. Sponsored content, paid promotion. Please go to Japan Retro Direct, and if you like, you can purchase something there. And if you don't have to. Okay? Deal. Okay. All right. I'm subscribed. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Vink is a shill for Vink. What an outrage. I know, right? Ugh. Oh well. I'm not good at it though. I didn't I only got one order this week, I think. Yes. But yeah, I do have a little shop, and thank you so much. You may as well just admit you're in the pocket of Big Vink. Yes, that's right. That sounds a bit naughty, actually. Anyway, hey Vink, I just wanted to drop in and say hi before I have to leave for work. School supply tax-free weekend at the office supply store. Oh, great. What's the shirt say? Oh, let's see. Shin, can you read the kanji here? It says, well. Oh, hold on. Let me see if you know it first. If anybody knows a little, it's kind of a funny shirt actually, and it fits. It fits. I'll wait. I'll wait a second while people. It's a little bit too tight though. Yeah, the less hair, more, and everything else. I'm not really losing my hair. It's just kind of migrating to my back. Wow, that was way more than you needed to know. Okay. I wonder how Google Translate would screw this up. Well, I'll just tell you right now. It says, mainichi ga jigoku desu. And mainichi, my every, nichi, day, ga, it kind of is, it's a particle. Jigoku, hell. And des is just how we will end that sentence. So it basically says, mainichi ga jigoku desu, every day is hell. So, now I picked this shirt up in Beppu. Beppu is known for these very, very, thank you, Shin. Very good. And Beppu is known for these very, very, very hot springs that they used to actually boil people alive in, like missionaries who were there without permission. If you've ever seen the movie Silence, it came out a couple of years ago. That's set there, but you can go on tours of these hells. They're called the hells, the hell pools, or whatever. And this is one of the souvenirs they sell there. A T-shirt that says "Every day is hell." It's a play on words. I think it's pretty funny. Why don't you shave your head? Because my work probably wouldn't allow it. They like they're big on the whole comb over thing here. Yes, Shin. Excellent. Excellent. Shin, have you ever been down to Kyushu? It's really nice. You should. Less hair, more Vink. Yes. All right. Famicom data recorder is still one of my favorite videos. Thank you. What did you like about the Famicom data recorder video? It's one of my favorites too, but sometimes I always wonder what people like about it. Did they like the jokes? Did they like that there was a lot of information there? Did they like future Vink? I'm not sure. Just a moment. I need to find the remote to my air conditioner. It is getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Okay. There we go. The data recorder? Yeah. let's see, who asked about the data? The data recorder. David. Yeah, we did an episode on the Famicom data recorder. It's basically just a cassette player. That, oh my goodness. Too many games. Oh, I'll save those for later. Maybe I don't want to fish out the data recorder right now. No, I don't want to, because it's going to reduce the structural integrity. But you should watch it. Just search for data recorder on the Famicom Dojo channel. It's one of my favorite videos that we've done. Can't you just substitute any old cassette tape player? Yeah, any cassette player that has the correct inputs. Like a lot of cassette players had. It's got to have two different. It's got to have an input and an output, basically. Yeah, you can use pretty much anything. You can also hook it up to a computer and play MP3s to save and record MP3s to save tracks. Yeah, it's actually very cool. But the Famicom one has it's Famicom branded. It follows the color scheme, so it looks really nice. But yeah, it's just a tape recorder. Data recorder was my introduction to you. Great. I viewed the episode and Sean for using the recording using the keyboard. Yes, Excitebike is one of the few games using this glorious device. Yeah, there's not many. I remember I was so mad when I attempted to buy a Famicom data recorder. I got into a bidding war that was for around $30 and I lost. I ended up causing the other guy to pay more than $200 for it. Wow, it's super not worth $200. But yeah. Oh, sorry, that was from Satoshi Matrix. But yeah, watch that video if you haven't. It's really quite good. Okay, today's cheese is not super great. It is Japanese cheese with the name just smoke cheese. There you go. Do I still have the frying pan? Yes, of course. It is supposed to be something like Gouda, I guess. It's Japanese cheese. That's what it is. It's not. I don't smoke. Do you mind if I cheese? But it's Japanese cheese. It's processed. It's this one. It does have a definite smoke flavor. Probably liquid smoke, actually, rather than actual. And it's very rubbery. I don't know. It's cheese. So there's worse things I could put in my mouth, but that's nothing to write home about. But I think that if I didn't come from Wisconsin or just hadn't grown up around a lot of cheese, I wouldn't mind so much. It's fine. It's fine, but there's just so many better things. Think how powerful was the Super Graphics? A little bit more powerful than the PC Engine, to tell you the truth. I had one for a little while, and it's got a really, really nice port of Makai Mura on it, the Ghosts and Goblins. Really nice, and it's got a good, and I had the shooter, was it 1942 or 1943, Kai. Really good, but like, there were only 5 games made specifically for it, and 2 games that could, like Darius Gaiden, and one other that this really rare like caravan shooter thing, Darius Alpha plus Alpha, something like that. That was a game that would work in either a PC Engine or that. Hold on, I've got Darius Twin. Darius something. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the part of the show where you get to look at my butt. You know what? I'm not going to do it right now. Well, maybe I will. Did I sell it? Maybe I sold it. Anyway, but so the Super Graphics was as popular as powerful as the Mega Drive. It depends on what metric you're using. Like, it definitely allowed the graphics to be a little better, but there's definitely Mega Drive games that looked better than Super Graphics games. I'd say that, in my opinion, the Super Graphics version of Makaimura was better looking than the Mega Drive one, but you know, it's part of it comes down to personal preference as well. But like, what was this one I had? Battle Ace for the Super Graphics. It wasn't very impressive at all. There's definitely a lot of Mega Drive games that looked better than it. I feel like it could have had a lot of potential had it had not been abandoned so quickly. So I don't know. A 1941 counterattack. Okay, so Kai was the one that was on the regular. I get confused. Battle Ace, Daimakimura, and Mado King. I had Mado King as well. I didn't have the other ones. But I mean, I bought it when it was fairly cheap. And someone requested it for not this store, but back when I had the other store. Someone requested it, and I found one that was fairly cheap. And like now, and I didn't charge them much more than I paid for it, but now I'm just like, I should have held on to it. But I picked up a couple games with it, and I had it in my possession for a little while, and it was fine. But it didn't inspire me to like, oh, I gotta get this one. It was a loose system. Yeah, 1943 Kai was on the PC Engine. You're right. Sorry, I get confused. There's a lot of games floating around in my head. All right. Who would need a harder version of 1943? I don't know. People who are really into shooters, they love that challenge. All right. Anyway, so welcome, guys. So again, sorry if I look a little sleepy, a little out of it. Again, it's been a really, really long week. I've got one more week of work, and then I'm off for a week for Obon. And hopefully during that time, I've got 9 days off. And hopefully I can stream a lot during that time. Maybe do go stream it sometimes that I do, like a weekday, just to see who's available and things like that. But because of it, I've got a lot of work right now because I have to finish up everything before this long break starts. So it's ridiculous right now. As I said, I've been working very, very long days. Japan is a wonderful place to live. It is a place I've made my home. But if you're ever thinking of moving here, the work culture is different, and it is it can be brutal sometimes. It's very, you know, it's they value employees putting in long hours. They value employees working very hard. So just keep that in mind if you ever do plan to move to Japan or work here. It is what it is. Again, it's my home. I love it here, but that's something to think about. All right, so we're gonna do a little Nintendo Switch today. I got a bunch of games behind me, and gosh, I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I want to play today. So I guess we'll just see. I would never move to Japan, but maybe own a vacation home. But that's about it. Japan's a wonderful place to visit, and it is a good place to live too. But you just got to keep in mind the good and the bad. Unseal something. Okay. I'll unseal something. Oh, I got sealed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that this is sealed. I'm very embarrassed, but it's just that I had some time. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Don't have it. Oh, I've been meaning to play this for a while. I'll unseal this. Grasshopper was involved in this. It's a shooter. This I've had sealed for a while. I always meant to get around to it. How would I pronounce that? Cinemora X EX. Oh. Yeah, let's try this one because I have never played it. Okay, so today we're gonna be. Oh yeah, you guys want to watch the unsealing, right? Oh my goodness. Careful, it's difficult. Don't worry. As you've seen from all my streams, I'm really good at video games. All right. All right. Oh my goodness. Hardcore unsealing action. Okay. That new game smell. This is a fine vintage. It's can't find the 2017. A very good year for Switch games. Grass up. I mean, I know at this point I shouldn't expect there to be much going on inside these games, but that's I don't know. Just the plain white in there. I'm ruining the collector's value. I am, but you know what? I'm a player over a collector. But like, take a game just like this, and Satoshi, I know you got a copy recently, but you know this is a fairly budget title and everything like that, but it still has a really nice internal, like it has the manual as the inside art. I think that's so cool. I think a lot of the Japanese games do a better job with it, but not always. Okay, all right. If you dare to move to Japan, get ready to work hard and follow the rules, even when they don't make sense. Oh man, and they really very often don't make. They make kind of sense within their own kind of logic. They make sense, but yeah, it's pretty. All right. Anyway, let's try this. Okay, so I'm going to use my Pro controller today. It's been charging for a little while. It should be good. And my Switch is just above there, hanging out with Segata Sanshiro. Let's try to get, let's see if that's gonna, all right. Let me just take out Neko Tomo. It's not mine. You trust me, it's not mine. It's my daughter's. But, okay. All right, so let's give this guy a try. Apparently this is, Grasshopper helped with it, but this is primarily a Western design shooter, European perhaps. I don't remember. I've heard mixed things about this game. I've heard mixed things about this game. Some people really like it, and some people really don't. So let's see. Okay. How's that look? Can you guys kind of see? I can move. Okay, let me get in. Okay, does that look okay? All right. I'm going to get in a place where I can. Oh, I just realized the disadvantage of unsealed games, because these aren't retro games, so there might be updates. But it looks like there isn't so far. Okay. Oh, load faster. All right. Time to watch me die really quick at a video game, which I know is why most of you tune in. Can you hear that okay? I don't want to put it too loud, but okay. Let's give it a try. Please wait. Oh, come on. A software update is required. Please restart the software and perform a software update. later. Okay, that's nice. That's nice that you can opt out. That's good. All right, let's play the game. Story mode. Start a new game. Normal, challenging, cooperative, challenging. Is there you aren't very good level? No. Okay.
When you're born with the ability to travel through time, the first thing you must learn is that you cannot be in more than one place at the same point in time. Special though you may be, you are not immortal. You must give due consideration, not only to when and where you do things, but also what you do while there. The second thing to bear in mind is that your gift, like rage, is meaningless without power. Yet all power on Seoul lies in the hands of the Lael Empire. The Inkies have disregarded both principles. They labeled their rebellion an eternal war.
This is pretty
The resistance
serious.
failed to live up to that title. It all ended with the fall of Mirage Mountain.
Okay. Above Mirage Mountain, circle one. Oh, okay. I can't read it all.
Cobalt King calling headquarters. 1200. 4. 76. 12. Beginning descent. Do you copy? Cobalt King calling headquarters. 1200. 4. 76. 12. Beginning descent. Do you copy? Copy that, 1200. 4. 76. 12. Cobalt King. Navigation says we're on target above the city. Countergravity anticipated. 3, 2, 1, and it's a go.
Oh, I am playing now. Okay. Okay, move with that. Shoot with A. Rotational gun. Cooperative. Okay. Shoot down enemies to add time to the counter. If you get hit or collide, you receive a time penalty. Each stage has several checkpoints where the timer is reset. Your time mass will be stabilized. Your goal is to get to the next checkpoint. Oh, that's interesting. So it's not necessarily just about not getting hit.
22. Hit him hard.
Okay. Give me enemies. Okay, so each time I shoot an enemy, I get a little bit more time. Okay, that's interesting. And when I get hit, I don't just die. I lose some time. Okay. Okay, do the other buttons do anything?
Cobalt King to the pack. 2 Merensteins at 55. I'd rather not have to face them one-on-one. Copy that, Cobalt King. 20 and 22. There are 2 Merensteins at 55. No, 54.
Okay. Okay, sub-weapon B. Okay. Use your sub-weapon to damage particularly strong enemies. It can also be useful to control the chaos surrounding, but always keep in mind your sub-weapon stock is limited. Okay. Looks like I've got 3 Seeker missiles right here. Nice. Oh, I got to get him done. Okay. So you've got to shoot fast.
Back. Close up. Let's scatter this floating fortress around a little.
That actually adds a lot to the tension, to tell you the honest truth. For novice pilots, for advanced pilots. You know which one I'm taking.
Affirmative, 22. Time capsule active. Let's go.
Time capsule. Okay. This is getting complicated now. Okay, ZR. And weapon shield is R. Okay. Your current time manipulating capsule to slow down time around you during the next screen. Interesting. Okay. All right, I can slow things down. That's helpful. I am terrible at... Wow. Okay, so that's normal speed. Okay, it's limited how long I can do that, but... Oh, okay. Okay, oh, all right. Now I just slowly get hit by the bullets. That's an interesting mechanic.
This is how it's done, fellas.
Yeah, just get hit a few times. Pick up the floating power-up tokens. No. Fine. Collect for bonus chain. Time. Shield. Firepower. Okay. Oops. Probably should have read that text box. Well, now we'll see what happens.
All present and accounted for?
Yes.
Back. Close up and report. Cobalt King, airspace in your zone is spick and span.
Yes.
Much obliged, Bellwether.
Spick and span.
Cobalt King to headquarters. 600, 4, 112, 12. In position. Half near to launch. Cheesemeister, 600. Correct. Thanks, guys. Yes. Cobalt King. Very good. Have successfully dropped the loose.
Static noise. I have no idea what's going on in this story. I think I'm Cobalt King, though. I think that's who I am.
The fourth unity. 3 bombs killed 664,000 Inkies that day, to the elated cries of nearly 2 billion citizens of the Empire. But this is also where I lost my son. He was the pilot of the Cobalt King.
Wait, I thought I was the
bomber
pilot.
that carried the 4th bomb, the one that never dropped. He did the unthinkable, unprecedented in the history of military aviation. He ignored his orders. According to the news, the co-pilot buried a bullet in my son's brain that very instant. An imperial father would have been shattered to hear of this treason and struck dumb with shame. Me, I'm just a collaborationist father, a secondary citizen who resembles an imperial father only in grief.
Whoa.
I have not torn my clothes from my body in mourning. I have not apologized for the actions of my progeny. I have sworn revenge.
Okay, that's pretty deep for a shooter. Holy cow. I kind of like that. Usually the plots are pretty...
Moneta Point. We call it the Eternal War. To be realistic, the bombing of Mirage Mountain all but wiped our nation off the map. Since the war broke out, more than 2 million Yankees have vanished without a trace. Imperial stormtroopers and collaborationists, headhunters, dragged them away, women, men, and children alike. The way we figure it, data in the Moneta research base might point us to their location and how we may be able to help them.
All right.
We shall take every measure, no matter how few our numbers may be.
Voice acting is pretty good, too. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a second so I can catch up on the comments. What do you guys think of this game so far? All right. Let's see. I recall the original being in a made-up language that sounded like French and German combined. That's interesting. This looks pretty. Yeah. I should get some kind of connector, so I'm not just aiming at my screen. The game works where you shoot enemies to add time. You must not run out of time. It's bullet time, but it's limited. I like this. Nobody ever has any idea what's going on in this story, not even the writers. That's why Suda51 games are so good. Yep. Imperial Stormtroopers it talks you to death. Yeah, it really does. It really does. I played this game in 2014 on the Ouya. Ouya? I forgot how it's pronounced. I kind of forgot it existed until you just mentioned it right now. All right, let's get back to the game. Or should I switch to something else? I think it's really cool. I'm definitely going to play this one later. But do you want to see more of this, or you want me to put something else in there? Because I got lots of stuff. One more stage. Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'd kind of like to see where it goes. 4 more years. 1 more stage. Okay, just a second. All right.
Nico, it's Triad. We're at the rift. Beginning descent.
Good luck, Akita.
Wait, we're all animals?
The confinement area is about what we expected. I'll make a
Is
little
this the sequel to Star Fox that I've been waiting for? Okay. Holy cow. What is that? Okay. I think I probably am using up. The sound effects are very satisfying. The really nice ting as you pick up a coin. Mars Matrix had that too. It's a satisfying coin picking up sound effect. Oh yeah, I can slow down time. Aha! Your bullets are no match for me. Time mass stabilized. Yeah, buddy.
Triad, hold on. I think I saw something strange. I'll make a lap around the observation tower.
What is it, Nico?
Nothing. Sorry for the false alarm. Wait. Damn. How to sneak up on it?
All right.
Akita, do you copy?
Oh, I'm playing now. Thought it was a cutscene. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh, I ran out of bullet time. Okay. Shouldn't have used so much earlier on. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Hey, time mass stabilized. Did I survive? It seems. Okay, I need to shoot some enemies to get some more time. I'm running out of time. It's definitely an interesting mechanic.
God fucking damn it.
Whoa. Language.
God, you son of an ass.
No, that's an interesting connection of swears. I'm not doing terrible. I mean, I'm not doing well.
Mine.
Minds.
I hope you die in there, Carl.
Oh, I keep thinking I'm in a cutscene. Oh my goodness, it's really hard to tell what is foreground and what is background. Okay. Okay, pretty much everything's foreground. Okay. Mines. Enemy Mines. Enemy Mine was a good movie. All right.
I'm in the service tunnel.
It's really not a bad game. I quite enjoy it. I think I paid $20 for it. Definitely worth that. I might be disappointed if I paid $60. But yeah, I paid like $20 for it. It's pretty nice. Okay, hold on. Fine. I'm just gonna crash through this. Oh my goodness. Oh. Your time has passed. 8 credits. Limited credits. Do I have to start at the beginning? I have to start at the beginning. Okay. Oh, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. All right. Failure is always an option. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. What did I miss for comments? I'm going to get this game. Yeah. All right. I just shot a Kamehameha. Yes. Very much. Do a barrel roll. Thanks. I should have read these earlier. If only I had done a barrel roll, I'm sure I would have survived. But no, I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's not Radiant Silvergun. It's not terrible. I wonder if the story will continue to be as confusing. Probably. Again, Suda51, but I like his stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that one for now. All right, what do you guys want to see next? Am I gonna pick up the physical release of Horizon Chase Turbo on Switch? I don't know what that is, so probably not. I don't know. Is there a reason I should? All right. Let's see. Something out of your limited run pile. I could do that. Let's see. What do I got for limited run? Okay, I got Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. Wild Guns Reloaded. Okay. Unseal something completely different. Oh, you guys are making me unseal things. But you know what? That's good. I should. You know, I've been meaning to play this one for a while. Thumper. I hear it's incredibly hard. Why do I buy incredibly hard games? Yeah, Battle Chef Brigade. What else do I got? from Limited Run. My Lumines hasn't arrived yet. Like some of these Limited Run games I'm probably not going to open because I already have them digitally. Like I have both these digital already on the Switch, but let's see. What have I not played? I won't be unsealing it, but I've got Mercenary Kings of Limited Run stuff. Where are my other Limited Run games? I think some of them are upstairs right now. Undertale, Oxenfree. Let's see. I had a request for Wild Guns Reloaded last time. I could do that one. Let's see. Do it. Go weird. Thumper. Yeah, we could do Thumper. Sure. Vink, you have any Xbox console? I have an Xbox and an Xbox 360. I do not have an Xbox One, which makes me normal in Japan. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do Wild Guns Reloaded after this, but I heard a request for Thumper, and do I have Flower? Is that the one? Is that from That Game Company on PS3? I might be. Am I thinking of a different game? I might be thinking of a different game. All right. All right. Look at this. I'm opening 2 games on stream today. You guys know this is good. This is how I get through the shame. Having a bunch of sealed games is shameful. It means that I'm collecting them without playing them. Okay, so now Limited Run games always have cool interior art and manuals. Oh, I like that. The cover, you can't really tell so much, but it's kind of foil. Not embossed exactly, but really, really quite neat. So here's the manual. Oh, that's neat. It's full color. Just going through. Oh, I like what they did with this manual. I'm gonna have to read it over later. Just very cool art, and then notes. Like I'm ever gonna write in one of these Limited Run games. Like, oh, I think I'll just devalue this. Then again, I just devalued it by opening it. Yep. If you have it, you'd have Flower and Thumper. All right, let's try this. Okay. Okay, first time. Hopefully no updates, because really, if there's updates, that kind of goes against the whole purpose of a Limited Run game. Okay. I think you and I are no different buying games just to put them on shelves. But I do intend to play games. I just, I don't get around to it, and I feel like if I'm not going to play it right away, I might as well leave it shrink wrapped, because then it still has some of that value. But then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, because then you never open them, and then, yeah. Anyway, let's try Thumper. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die right away. I've heard about how the game is, but how cool it is. Apparently, it's really cool if you have it on a VR system. But drool, neat. Me at 32. Another game. I'll just add it to the shelf. Yeah. All right. Thumper. That's why they call me Thumper. Okay, this looks a little lawnmower man-y. All right, let's play it. Options. Ugh, no option for people who are terrible. Okay. Is this too loud? Is it coming off weird? Lawnmower Man on the Game Boy. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, welcome to the die. Okay. Controls are, I can go this way or this way. Okay. Can I shoot? I think it's one of those not shooty games. Okay. Well, I did something. Oh, okay. You got to time it up with their, okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, I heard it was kind of a rhythm game. This is terrifying. The rumble's really nice. Okay, I was late. Okay. Do I have to hit slightly before? Okay. Just slightly before. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Really a tricky game. Oh my goodness. The sound effects make it so scary. Whoa! So basically look for the flashing things. Okay. This is really nice looking. Oh, look. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, I was at level 1-6. I didn't realize it was that far. In my brain, I thought this was going to be a little like Res, but it's not. It's very much its own thing. Oh, it is hard. Okay. Try it one more time. Okay, gotta pay attention. Gotta pay more attention to those. Okay. See, I kind of congratulate myself for hitting the beat on one thing and then I missed the turn. Oh my goodness, the sound design is just really frightening. Oh. I'm really liking this. Okay. 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 Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh, there was one more. Oh. I'm not sure if it comes across really well on this stream, but it's really smooth and really it feels really fast. Oh, there was a turn. Okay. Sneak that in on you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Goodness, it's actually terrifying. It's really, I'm having a feeling of existential dread, but I like it. Oh. Okay. Let me stop for just a second so I can read some comments. All right. Oh, hey, Psycho Lavos. Didn't see. This game looks like a bad trip or something. Yeah. It's like going through the Stargate at the end of 2001. Yeah. I'm starting to question my sobriety. Oh, my goodness. This is nice. Oh, my goodness. It only gets worse. Great. Want to play some Famicom games on the Switch at some point? Maybe I will. And I'm playing trumpet. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think I could handle this game on PSVR. I don't know. I'm already kind of, it's already kind of terrifying me, like just the kind of a 2D version. I think I need this game. It's not that expensive on the eShop. I think it's like $15. Like the limited run press was expensive, but I heard a lot of good things about it, so I picked it up. But I also say that the limited run was. I don't know if I really want this. I haven't played it, but like, I don't know. Uh-oh, I'm unstable. Hello? Can you hear me again? Hello? Oh dear. Did my stream cut out? No? Yes? Oh dear. It told me that it was reconnecting. Am I reconnected right now? Okay, good. You can hear me. Yeah, but yeah, gosh, limited run does. I mean, I have a problem. I buy about half of the games that they put out, and I consider all of them. I don't know. Yeah. Do we want to see more Thumper, or should I switch over to Wild Guns Reloaded? Or we can do some weird like do this fungus matching game I've got. What else I got? Wild Guns? Yeah, we can do Wild Guns. Unseal something wacky. Why do you? Oh, Cheesemeister, you're trying to make me unseal everything. What should I unseal? I can unseal something. I got something wacky, I'm sure. Oh, what do I got? Where do I keep the wacky stuff? I was going to save this for a video, but I've got this. Should I unseal this? Oh, wild guns? Okay, we'll do wild guns first. Let's do that. Fungus matching game? Hang on, guys. Let me find something wacky. Vink logic. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Everyone else wants wild guns. Go ahead with that first. Okay. Sure. I'm not very good at this. Did anyone play this on the Super NES, Super Famicom? Oh, hold on. Let me shut down Thumper first. What's illegal in Japan? What's illegal in Japan? Guns? I don't know. What are you talking about? Also, what about that shirt? Oh, it says Mainichi ga jigoku desu. It means every day is hell. Okay. I bought this one at GameStop for $15, and I'm still trying to remove the residue from the sticker because it was the last copy. So of course that means it was opened. They call it new, but I don't know. Mind you, I don't have as big of a problem with GameStop as a lot of people do. I like the idea of game stores, and I hope they stay in business for a while. But I don't like that practice of them. All right, yeah, wild guns is crazy expensive. Yeah, okay. Use clear tape to remove sticker residue. Yeah, I was putting the clear tape on. I got most of it. Sticker goo for me. I know there's something you're supposed to use, but are the game stores better than GameStop in Japan? Yes, there are. But I don't mind. I don't mind GameStop as much as some people do. Maybe it's just that I went to GameStops where the people were not so pushy, and I don't know. I had a lot of friends who worked for GameStops and things like that too. Although back then it was like software, etc. But okay, is the inside of your case actually wild guns? Yes, it is. I know what you're referring to. You're referring to the Gal gun case. But no, it's actually wild. Oh, you can't really see, but it is actually wild guns. Which the first printings of Gal Gun 2 were also the wild gun inside case, which was very interesting. Okay, so let's see. But I mean, this is a really no frills release. I mean, it's good that you can get wild guns at a reasonable price. But other than these high resolution title screens right here, it's basically just emulation. It's a good game though. Beginner. Score will not be recorded on the rankings. I'm okay with that. All right, who should I be? You ever set the system to Japanese? Not usually. Annie? I should be Annie? Okay, I'll be Annie. I've only played this briefly when I first got it. Okay, wait. What were the buttons? Oh, that's my bomb. Okay, there we go. But it's basically a light gun shooter without the light gun. Oh, and there's robots. Oh, man, I'm bad at this. Why does it take me to auto whip? I don't want to use the whip. I want to use... I think I'm doing something wrong. Because when I'm whipping, I can't move. I must be playing this wrong. All right, for those who have played it, how do I stop doing that? Oh, let's see. This game is great. Classic sound. Okay. The Heat Project was like 15 years ago. Who really cares? First came out. I wonder if it costs more than other SNES games. No. Probably didn't. Probably cost a bit less. Like a lot of the games that are really rare right now are rare because they didn't have a lot of copies. Oh, like my brother bought a boxed Earthbound for $10 because Toys R KB. It was KB Toys was just trying to get rid of them. They couldn't sell them. So get good, helpful internet advice. Thanks. Yeah, I should figure that out. But anyway, Wild Guns Reloaded. I paid $20 for it. Natsume did a lot of great stuff on the NES and SNES. Yes, his designs super adorable. Classic Sonic. All right. I want to unbox the SNK collection, and it's not just to deflect from how bad I am at Wild Guns, but that's a nice bonus to deflect from that. All right. All right. Well, I wasn't planning to unbox a lot of things tonight, but you know what? It's getting me to actually play things. Now, I really like that this SNK collection, because they didn't want to make two different boxes for different things, but this one just says for hybrid device, red. So, meaning for Switch. But I just think that's interesting. Maybe, I don't know why they couldn't just say for Switch on the sticker. Maybe they couldn't, maybe they have to pay money to use the logo or something. I don't know. But the SNK collection is great, but the rotary shooters aren't that great. Frankly, I got this mainly for Crystalis. I mean, Crystalis? Don't know. Because I remember playing that on the NES back in the day, and I just loved it. And Guerrilla War. Oh, man, I can't wait to play Guerrilla War again. Unlimited grenades. Any game that has unlimited grenades, that's me. That's me. All right. Oh, I'm going to devalue it by opening it. But by opening it, I can play it. You know, here, let me tell you how messed up I am. The other day I saw this, you know, on the eShop. It was this one or another one that I hadn't opened, and I was like, I should buy another copy of it so then I don't have to open up my box. But then I was like, that's just so sad. How many games are in this package? I think there's 25 in here, and some additional ones were released afterwards that were for download, like a free download. Okay, I'm gonna open it up. How far down the video game generation does Famicom Dojo sell? Does Famicom Dojo sell? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, I'm open. Yeah, I know. Games are meant to be played. You are absolutely right, Cheesemeister. Games are meant to be played, which is why I am doing this. I can't. Oh my goodness. Yes. Games are meant to be played, and like, why would you buy a collector's edition if you're not going to open it? Because there's an art book inside. I mean, yeah, exactly. I always buy 2 copies of mini special editions. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That is nice. Look at that. Look at that. Inside the flap, you've got all this art right there. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Look at the interior of this box. It goes all the way back. It's just old SNK boxes. That is so neat. Okay, here's the art book. Official art book. Okay. Oh, neat. Like arcade flyers and things. Okay. Dev diaries. Okay, there's just information about, for both Ikari Warriors and TNK3, the team recorded ambient noise from game centers and designed the sounds of these games to rise above them to get an edge over the competition. This it explains their chaotic soundscapes. Okay, that's interesting. Oh my goodness. Psycho Soldier. I love the song. Fire. Alpha Mission. I just got this recently on the NES as a loose cartridge. Guerrilla War. I'm looking for this right now for the NES. I really want a copy because it was one of my favorite games because it was kind of easy to beat. I really loved this game. I used to play it with my friends. I need to get another copy. That's one of the games I'm looking for right now to get another copy. POW I've never played. Kind of looking forward to that one. Ikari Warriors on the NES was terrible, but I had it on my Apple II, and I quite enjoyed that version. Prehistoric Isle, haven't played that one. Oh, Street Smart. Oh, okay. Athena, not a great game, actually. Not a wonderful game, but cool character, and then yeah, Godslayer and Crystallis. This is what I got the package for. Guerrilla War and Crystallis. Everything else is a bonus. And what I heard with the emulation of this, they do this cool thing where you can like watch a video of a playthrough and just kind of like jump in at any time. And I don't know, there's some very cool things going on. Okay, what is this? Is this? Okay, that was the official art book. So what's this? So is this also an art book? Oh, this must be like postcards. Postcard collection or something. Have I played SNK Heroines? Yes. I have it. Where do I got it? It's here somewhere. Why can I never find anything when I'm actually trying to find something? Yeah, it's around here somewhere. Let's say I have it. I was playing it the other day. It's really, really light on content. There, it's right on top. It's right on the top. Yep, there we go. But it's, I don't know. It's really, really light on the content, and that makes me sad. Have you played SNK? Yes. And this is another interesting one because this collection, was released. It was released in the United States, but it didn't get a release in Japan. But you can apparently get it at import shops. Okay, so there's the game itself with the cover art. It's still sealed. It's nice. Of course, very nice. And that's the version I was originally going to buy. I was just going to buy this guy. But then I was like, I'll get a collector's edition. Okay. Oh, there we go. The official soundtrack. Oh, it's a 2-disc soundtrack. Well, that's nice. I thought it was a single disc. Yeah, disc 1, disc 2. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Ikari Warriors 1 and 2. Yeah, Ikari Warriors on the NES was terrible, but I very much enjoyed it in the arcade. And at first I thought it was just that the joystick was bad, but it's just a bad port in general. Oh, it's so cool. Okay. I'm going to rip those soundtracks to my computer later so I can listen to them. That's cool. You know what? Some collector's editions are really kind of disappointing, but that's great. Perhaps I should take the game out to actually play it. That would be useful. Just a second. Just make sure I don't lose anything here. Put everything back in the box. Okay. Okay. How many? What game am I unsealing now? Is this the third one today? You know, for some collectors, this is probably hurting their hearts to see all this plastic wrap coming off. We were doing so good, box set, but look, I mean, I wasn't expecting a manual in there, but I think it would have been nice to have something other than just the warranty and technical support information. I mean, I know I shouldn't expect that much more, but again, you get something like Katamari Damacy, and look, you got information inside, you got stickers, you got this stuff. There's stuff. It makes you feel like they care. And this was only a $30 game. You know, it's, I don't know. Anyway, the box art of the Switch version was censored on PS4. Really? This is G-rated at best. I mean, maybe PG, but look, it's rated teen. Whatever. Okay, let's give it a try. Cartridge art is a little bare bones, but that's okay. All right. Are you planning on getting the Ghostbusters remaster? I don't know. I didn't buy it the first time because, you know, and the fact that it's got the original, you know, cast coming back, I think I'll probably pick it up. I don't know. I don't know. Is it going to be a budget release? Okay. Okay. So here we go. The SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. Woo! I do like SNK, and I'd say I'm a really big SNK fan, but like the fact that I've had this for so long and I haven't opened it would like make that sound a bit like a lie. But I am. I do like. I've liked SNK games since the 90s. Okay. New update. Yeah, maybe I'll. No. I'll just play it right now. I'll do the down. I'll update things later. All right. Do I have astigmatism? I'm not sure. Is that a fancy word for nearsighted? Because if so, yes. Photosensitivity warning. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, what should I play first? What languages can I set it to? Okay, so they got the Japanese, even though they didn't release it in whatever. Maybe they released it on the eShop in Japan. I don't remember. I'm gonna go to the museum next. I just want to see. SNK Complete Works. Oh, that's neat. Ozuma Wars. Oh. Oh, that's neat. Okay, I'm going to explore that for much longer than I'm ever going to actually play the games. I'm sorry. That's just the type of person I am. Oh, Vanguard. I remember Vanguard. So, yes. Oh, I played that one back in the day. Fantasy. I don't know this one. I do not know this one. Okay. Balloon Lasso, Joyful Road. Mahjong Classroom. Nope, haven't played this one. It's really nice that they actually bothered to do English about and actually putting in. That's neat. They really are covering everything here. I guess up till 1990, because that's the year the Zhongbo. Is it strip mahjong game? No, it's. Oh my. Oh, that's neat. It's a mahjong Arkanoid clone. Okay, that's interesting. Psycho Soldier classic. Road Wars. Touchdown Fever. Touchdown Fever is fun. I have that on the Famicom. Guerrilla War. Fighting Golf. I still thought that was the funniest name. It got a celebrity endorsement in the United States, like Lee something's Fighting Golf. Let's see if it says. I remember my friends had it. Birdie Tommy. Gold medalist, Iron Tank, Sky Soldier. POW. There was a Touchdown Fever too? How do I not know this? Oh, it must have been arcade only. I have to. I wonder if it's probably not on this collection. Oh, I want to play that. Okay, that's neat. What? The game soundtracks are here as well? Okay, hold on. Let's do Crystallis. Oh my gosh, it's the. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I don't want to get content strike, but so I'm not going to play that too much. But oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 soundtracks on here. Are they all like full soundtracks? Oh, that's nostalgic. Oh, I just want to listen a little bit. This is the sung track. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Okay. I don't want to get a content strike again. Thanks, Amru Namie, for last time. But fire. All right. Let's see. Updated and download the free games before they aren't available. I'll do it. I'll do it after the stream. That's a lot of accounts. All these games are Pandora box. We all know how mahjong works here in arcades, right? Yeah. But this is a very nice little collection. So anyway, I'm gonna play something. Oh wait, did I? What's the bonus features? Advertising, behind the scenes, Video Game Land newsletter, arcade guidebooks. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna play something now. I do like the interface. Okay, Alpha Mission. What's on here? Stalls, Guerrilla War, which is actually Che Guevara simulator, which is kind of cool. Iron Tank. Street Smart, Vanguard. Oh, it's gonna be Guerrilla War. Ooh, console or arcade? I've never played the arcade version. I'm gonna try the arcade version. So, like, here you see an option that you can watch the game, and basically you can see how the game goes, and you can kind of jump in at any time. I think that's a very cool feature that Digital Eclipse has added to it. But, okay, let's just do a new game. We are the heroes of the revolution. Yeah, it's Che Guevara and Fidel Castro. Those are the main characters from this. All right. Oh my goodness! Look at this. I can rewind at any time, including the attract mode. That is so cool. Okay, let's start. What did I just do? Why did I do that? Okay. The country is struggling against the cruel domination of the king. Can I can switch it, right? Okay. Okay, let's just get started. Again, never played this on the arcade. Just the NES version. Okay, how do I shoot? Where's my bullets? I want to shoot, please. Really? Oh, I see. I gotta play it like a dual stick shooter. Oh yeah, because it was one of those with a rotational joystick on the arcade, wasn't it? Oh, I'm shooting the prisoners. Okay. Okay, this is actually kind of hard to play. Okay, so holding ZR allows me to. Oh, it's kind of Smash TV-y a little bit. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I am not used to playing it this way. I'm getting that tank. These tanks are not big enough for the people who are in them. Okay, hold on. Where's my grenade button? That's not it. There's my grenades. There's my unlimited grenades. Okay, how do I get in? Okay. Okay, that makes things a little easier. Okay, don't shoot him this time. Rescue him. There we go. Well, no one is safe from me. Hostage. My own troop. Okay. Ugh. All right, how do I exit this thing? I just want to try something. Quit save. Quit no save. Okay, I want to try something because, look, it's allowing me to switch. Guevara, yeah. It's allowing me to switch to the Japanese version. Look at this. Where they make no qualms about that it's Castro and Guevara. So and again, all those neat rewind features. Why do I keep hitting them? Sorry. I haven't been using the Pro Controller very long. Okay. And then I can rewind. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Oop, died there. Rewind. Not dead. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's gonna make me actually be able to beat these. Okay, I want to switch to the NES version just because I want to see if it plays like I remember. I haven't played it in probably 15 years. And can I switch the region on that too? I can. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Hold on, very quickly. Crystal, switch region. Godslayer. Oh, and the art there changes too. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. All right. Hail the heroes of the revolution. The country is struggling against the cruel domination of the king. Lowercase. Oh, okay. This is the music I remember. Oh my goodness. Guerrilla War! Which at the time I thought should probably I'm like, where are the gorillas? Okay. Whoa, what am I doing? Okay, that button doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay. Ah, there's the shoot button. I'm so used to the grenade button. Oh yeah. Oh, this is what I remember. Hold on, can I backtrack here too? Can I back up time? Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, that helicopter wasn't in the other one. Oh, yeah, you got to go in the trenches to get the guys in the trenches. Game over. Dead. But if I remember correctly, you have unlimited continues as well. So there's really no penalty for dying. And you have unlimited grenades. All right, I'll definitely play that one later. Is there anything else you want to see? Throw grenades like a madman. Yes. Original game tells us that Guevara and Castro landed in Cuba to fight Bautista's regime in 1956. Yes, you should play that reminds you of the menu and sounds from Sonic Adventure 2. Really? Yeah, Guevara. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, it's a rotary shooter. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, was there any other ones you wanted to see from the collection? Just unseal the earliest sealed Switch release you have? Huh. Try one of the Mahjong games from the collection? No, there's no Mahjong games. Maybe it's one of those downloadable ones. It might be one of the downloadable titles that you can get later, but as it is right now, there's no Mahjong games on here. Just information about them. Okay, hold on. Okay, where did I put the case? Unseal the earliest sealed Switch release you have. Gosh, most of my early ones, I probably this one that I just opened was the earliest sealed Switch release I had. I am very tired. It's been a very, very long week. Let's see. I don't have that much else that's sealed other than a few of the limited run things, but earliest game that's still sealed. Oh, don't have much that's still sealed. Yeah, most of these are unsealed at this point. Ooh, I should play Cave Story again. God, I have not really dived into that one as much as I wanted to. I guess the earliest thing that I still have sealed right now is from last year, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Yeah, I bought this and I'm like, oh man, play me some Street Fighter. But then I just like the Switch, the standard like Joy-Cons are not wonderful for fighting games. And I only have the one Pro Controller. I don't know. I should probably get another Pro Controller or something else. Some Ultra Street Fighter 2. I didn't buy that one. I didn't buy that one. It $40 for $40 for one game. And this one seemed like a very good deal. How many games are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 games for $30. Just seems like a much better value for me. Oh, the backlit Neo Geo Pocket project is a go. That's cool. You can't go wrong with a true classic. Yeah, I'll open this one. And then I think that's it for sealed games today. It's already getting pretty late. But yeah, here we go. Let's open this guy. Yeah, the original Street Fighter is on here, but I really want to play one of the original arcade cabinets with the giant buttons that you have to like hit as hard as possible to determine. Dang it! Another new game smell. Another case that's pretty. Oh my goodness! Look at this pile of. But look at this. Look, this is liberating. It is liberating to open all these games because. These are all games I can play now, rather than being trapped in their little plastic prisons. All right. Okay. Getting one of those Hori wireless controllers. Yeah. The one thing I like about the Switch Lite is that it has an actual D-pad, but okay, let's play this. Start software. I wish physical copies of old games wouldn't have updates, because one of the reasons you buy physical is so you don't have to worry about that junk, but I know how it is. All right. Digital Eclipse. Okay. I liked what they did with the emulation on the last one, so 30th anniversary Street Fighter. The game that was mentioned briefly in High Score Girl. All right. Sorry, I just really like to go. Okay, I'll do these later. That's not interesting for you guys to look at right now. But yeah, ooh, Street Fighter 2. Oh man, Street Fighter 2 announced playtest. I'm so glad it got made because the first one didn't do super well. Oh my goodness. Oh, this. Can I go? Oh, I can look at all this stuff. Okay, sorry. I often enjoy this kind of behind the scenes stuff. Often more so than the games themselves. I just love. Because I've played all these games before, but I haven't read. I'm one of those people who goes to a museum as well and needs to read all the signs. Drives my wife nuts. All right. All right, which one should I play, guys? We got a lot. Street Fighter 1? Oh, we could. It's not a great game. I played it. I played the not pressure sensitive button version at an old arcade back in Wisconsin, but I guess it wasn't an old arcade at the time. It was a new arcade at the time, and I was unimpressed with it then, and I haven't played it since. All right, let's do this. And this was ported to the PC Engine as Fighting Street, regarded as one of the. Ooh, look at that! Only 2 options. I'm gonna have to represent the USA. Ryu versus Joe. Oh. You know what's worse than this? I had the DOS port of this game, which I bought because I'm an idiot. I bought it at Target for $5. Oh, look at me using my fighting skills. The music sounds like a LucasArts adventure game. Done with an ad-lib sound card. I'm sure there's other buttons than kick, but oh, there's the punch. There we go. This game has not aged particularly well. Okay, baby. Yep, because that's what we Americans sound like. I mean, spamming the kick button is really the way to win. Okay, baby. Kind of nice that it has such long voice clips, though, for a game from '87. That's kind of neat. Okay. And go full screen. Oh, that's nice. Okay. No, I don't want to play this anymore. I mean, there's a lot of really old games that hold up really well, but I don't think this is really one of those. Can't Ryu punch? He can, sort of. Only game where Ryu is ginger. Spamming the kick button is the way to win. Loses. Can you please Alpha 3? Sure. I have this on Dreamcast. The emulation is very nice. Very smooth. No tearing. Go for broke. Face to face. It's like, I wonder if I could have switched it to Street Fighter 03, the Japanese version. Okay. How do I insert virtual coin? Oh, like that. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's got to be Chun-Li, right? I personally prefer. I don't know. The Alpha series is very nice, but I don't know. I should prefer it because it's very similar to the Darkstalkers series, which I like very much. But I don't know. I guess it's because I grew up on the regular old Street Fighter 2. Sure does look nice though. The D-pad on the Pro Controller was disappointing, I gotta say. Rose is my daughter's favorite character in this game. Ooh, but did I mention I'm terrible at fighting games too? Because I think it's worth pointing out. Beautifully animated though. That's why I only play against my children, because I can still beat them. But I got beat in King of Fighters 98 today by my daughter. So the time is the time that I can win at these things is running out. Oh yeah, I forgot. These are 6-button fighters. I've still got my 2 additional buttons. I never bought the Saturn port of this. I wish I had. It's supposedly fantastic, and the Saturn controller is wonderful for Capcom fighters. Ugh. Well, anyway. I love the Wii U has a much better D-pad. Totally. Street Fighter and Twisted Metal have a similar problem. Nobody really acknowledges the first one. The sequel is the one that put them on the map. Yep. The GTA as well. Saturn port of Street Fighter 03 was good. The PlayStation version was kind of crap. Yeah, very bad. The Saturn version was good because it used the memory expansion card. So it really made it very nice. I think I enjoyed the first Twisted Metal more than the second. Interesting. Game over. Okay, I am definitely going to delve into the museum mode of those games a lot, and I got something to admit. I never really, other than a couple quarters put into the arcades back in the day, I never really got into Street Fighter 3. I think I had Double Target, Double Impact, something for the Dreamcast, but I never really got into it much. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting a little more into Street Fighter 3, because for a lot of people say that it's the best. Really? Street Fighter 3 is kind of meh? I don't know. A lot of people hold it in very, very high regard. All right. Of the games I played tonight, I very much like the SNK collection. I very much like the Street Fighter collection. But I think the one I'm going to go back to next time I want to play a game is Thumper is my standout title from this evening. I'll probably spend more time with the collections because I'm going to read every scrap of information about these things. So I bet I'll spend more time playing Thumper. Maybe not. SNK collection has Crystallis, and I'd really like to beat that again. And that's kind of not that long of a game, but it's something. Yeah. Are you a console gamer or do you play PC as well? I play PC a bit, but not really. I mean, frankly, I used to a lot. I was a DOS gamer, very, very much so. And before that, an Apple II gamer. I played all kinds of games, really great things. I played all of the old Sierra adventure games. I very much liked those. and the LucasArts games. Yeah, I was a computer gamer for a long time, but then when I started working, I got myself a Mac, which kind of eliminates a lot of games, really. Um, and I don't know. I liked the old 8-bit and early 16-bit PC aesthetic, but like I don't know. Ever since it switched to Windows and things like that, and the focus more on like first-person shooters and games like that, I not complete. I don't know. I was quite into not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft and Warcraft 2 back in the day, and that's really kind of the end. Like the late '90s was kind of the end of my PC gaming stuff. The SNK collection has save states for Crystallis. Oh, that's good. That's good. The only fighting game I ever really got into was one of the Virtual Fighter games. I can't remember which one though. Probably 2. A lot of people got into 2. You might want to buy a Mayfish Magic NS. I don't know what that is. If you could have one old game that's not yet on the Switch brought over, what would it be? Oh, that's a great question. I mean, how old are we talking about here? Just any time? Gosh, what would I like to play on the Switch? Oh, that's a great question. What would be good on the Switch? Gosh. I'll ask you the same question while I'm thinking of my answer. What would it be for you? As old as Tennis for Two. Yes, I'd like a Tennis for Two port. Some Space War as well. I'm trying to think of what would lend itself really well to being on the Switch. I mean, well, of course, Earthbound is the correct answer. The Earthbound collection, definitely. But I mean, yeah, I'll take that. Gosh, that is a great question. The 2009 Punch Out. Oh, that's a good one too. Sin and Punishment collection would be nice. Tempest. Oh, Tempest is good. I bet that's in one of the. That's probably in some arcade collection. Gosh, what game would I like? There was a couple that I was thinking just the other day that I kind of wished was Persona 5. Yeah, that would be a nice one. That would be a great one to have. It would be nice to have. I would love a collection of the Breath of Fire games. Gosh, what was I thinking? Hyperdimension Neptunia. Yeah. Arcade Tempest and Home Console Tempest. Oh, I would like Tempest 2000, the Jaguar version. That would be fun. Oh gosh. Jeez, you've given me a real thing to think about. Hold on, I need to eat some cheese while I'm considering this. Man, that's a good question. I want to have a really creative answer for it, but I think a Virtual Boy collection that uses Labo VR. That would be fun. There was something I was thinking about just the other day that I was like, why don't they put this on Switch? What was it? I'd like a collection of the PopCap games on Switch so that my kids can play Peggle. That would be fun. Well, I'm out of cheese. That's it. Stream over. Geez, that's one of the best questions anybody's asked me on a stream. Because I usually have I have an answer prepared for everything, but that's a good question. What's amazing about that question is so many games that previously I would go, man, I'd really like to play that on Switch. Like Valkyria Chronicles recently. I was like, man, I'd love to play the first one on the Switch. There we go. I'd like to play Valkyria Chronicles 3 on the Switch. I know I can make the PSP version work, and there's an English patch and things like that. But that would be a fun one to play on the Switch. Metal Gear Collection, Hudson Soft Collection. Oh man, that's another good one. That's another one. Get some of those titles back out there. You know, one of the things that I was thinking for a long time that I would like to have Jet Set Radio on the Switch, because you got the touch screen. You could actually do the graffiti with that. I think that would be a good one. Because my one of my old go-tos for a game that I would love to have on the Switch was Panzer Dragoon, and they announced it. That blew my mind. Of course, I'd rather have Saga, Panzer Dragoon RPG, this guy, on the Switch than anything else. But I mean, it obviously didn't sell as well as the others. It would be a much harder thing to port. It's a bigger game, but I'm hoping that the Switch version of Panzer Dragoon sells well enough to spark some life back in the series again. Gosh, what a great question. What a great question. Yeah, I'll have to think about that more. But the real thing about the Switch, and this is the thing, is it makes me want to play games that I might not have played otherwise, or I have the tendency to finish games more. For example, I'm almost done with Steins Gate right now. This guy. And I've had it for a while on other platforms, but I never could stick with it. But the plug and play nature, the easy to turn on, easy to turn off nature of the Switch has just made me finish games. It's made me play longer. Like, I put over 200 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I haven't done for a game in maybe a decade. Put that much time into one of them, just because it's just I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about it. Now we're going to be sad about all the great Switch ports that don't exist. It's weird because everyone complains like Switch has too many ports, but I'm like, bring them on, because I will buy them. Like, good games continue to remain good games. The Mass Effect trilogy, if it was on the Switch, I know that's EA doesn't care about the Switch in any way whatsoever. And I have the Mass Effect trilogy already. I have it on PlayStation 3, but for some reason, I just cannot make myself play it. I don't know. What Vink is saying is why I'm such a fan of the PS Vita. Yeah, exactly. And I think I would have been more. I think I would have been less into the Switch before I had kids. But now it was almost like it was designed for me as a dad gamer, because during the rare times that I can use the TV, I can play it on there, which is very nice, very comfortable. And when I can just take it. It's wonderful. Steins Gate is super good. Yeah, haha, E3, EA, E3, whatever. Yeah, I mean, what was that recent interview where they said, well, we don't want to put The Sims 4 on the Switch because we find that most of the Switch owners also own another platform, so they would prefer to play the game on that. And it's like, that's great. What's your market research on that? All the other Switch games you've released, like FIFA and the other FIFA? you know, what is? They had two other games. They had something two and like Fe whatever Fe something. But yeah, it's weird. It's so strange, EA, because I mean I mean, if I was a shareholder of that company, I don't I don't get it. Are they? It's whatever. It's so strange. I mean, from going from like they were the biggest supporter out of the gate of the Wii U, which is the wrong horse to bet on there, to nothing. But like I get it. I totally get EA at the beginning of the generation. I get it because after the Wii U, I can imagine how lots of people felt really burned. But then now we're what almost 3 years into the what is it? 3 years in March, and still it's just a stat change for FIFA, and that's it. That's all they're committing to. It's so strange because so many things I think that EA has would do really well on the system. A PopCap collection, like the original games, the Plants vs Zombies, Peggle, Bookworm Adventures, all those things. Because the Switch has a touch screen. It's got Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game on Switch. Yes, I would like that game. I downloaded the demo of Scott Pilgrim versus the World for the PlayStation 3 with every intention to eventually buy it. But like at the time I was struggling to get point cards in Japan because I couldn't use my credit card, either my American or Japanese credit card, without going through a VPN or something, because it would sense that I was in Japan. So the only way I could do it was point cards. So I eventually got the points that I needed, and I went, and I missed it. And I heard that there was ways to get it through, like getting a code from a GameStop or something. But I guess that option's exhausted now too. So I really like the demo. I really wish I could play it, and that's why I collect all these physical games, because the idea of things being unobtainable gives me nervous tics. All right. I want an open world Famicom Dojo game starring Sean and Vink with Hero, Cheesemeister, and Caleb as unlockable characters. All right. The market timing means EA is putting all of its chips in the PlayStation 5 and Xbox 4 right now. And I can see why. EA's business model these days is based on microtransactions. I mean, not entirely, but a lot of it. Like, they need their games to be these ongoing service games, and their market research probably has shown that people who are playing the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are more open to the idea of microtransactions, of service games, of things like that. And there's better infrastructure. I mean, that's true. The Nintendo Online is not wonderful. It is not. I mean, as I'm a Nintendo fan, but like I'm not that much of a fan that I can't admit that. It would be harder to extract ongoing money from Switch owners than from the other two. It's and investing in Switch development now would mean showing up at the end of the cycle. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's very true. Because I mean, if they would have started when the first year, when it showed that Switch was really like coming into its own, then they probably would have had some games ready by now-ish. Like, would a Madden not sell on the Switch? Right? I mean, like, and they wouldn't even have to do anything fancy. Like, they take their old Madden from before they started using what's their engine? Their in-house engine, Frostbite. Is it Frostbite? Is that theirs? I get all those engines confused. But take one, just do a stat update to the Wii U version, up-res it slightly, and sell it as a legacy edition. I bet it would sell. Like, because there's no option for an NFL game on the Switch right now, none. And see Madden all play for Wii. Exactly. Oh my goodness, that was just embarrassing. But you know what? as much as people complained about it being like kiddie Madden or whatever when it came out, and kind of an insult to, from what I understand, it played pretty well. Like it was, I mean it, but like it's just like, it's like the Resident Evil shooters that were released on the Wii were pretty good light gun shooters. I enjoy it. I played both of them. I enjoyed both of them, but that's not what people wanted. Same with what was it? Dead Space something light gun game. Like I forgot what the name of it was, but another good game, really good light gun game, very well made. Box art was dumb, but yeah, I don't miss EA games at all. Stopped supporting them with cash back in 2014. That Dead Space Extraction, that was it. A good game, but again, it's not what people wanted. It's not. It doesn't. Uh, I Yeah. What was the last EA game I bought? What was the last EA game I bought? It was the Mass Effect trilogy. I bought that. That was the last EA game I bought. And I don't know. It's very very strange. Tales of Graces F. I'd love that on Switch. That's a no-brainer. Tales of Graces, or the two Tales of Symphonia games. I mean, that would make total sense. They were on the they were on Nintendo systems before the GameCube and the Wii, and they sold very very well. Yeah, yeah, those would make a lot of sense to have. Yeah, it's so strange sometimes the decisions that are made. Um, what was it recently that the Disney Afternoon Collection, which is the NES Disney games, came to every system except the Nintendo system. That was weird. And I would have bought that. I love those games, even though I have those games on Famicom cartridges, but I would have bought it because, especially if it had stuff. But yeah, GameCube and Wii. My friend works for EA's mobile division as an AI programmer. Huh. You make your mission to fight the cosmic modern gaming overlords and collect cheat. Oh, okay. We're talking about the fan game now. They brought Tales of Vesperia to Switch, which was fun, and I bought it. Vesperia isn't nearly as good as other Tales games. I was thinking of getting it. Do you recommend it? I liked Symphonia a lot, and that's really the only Tales game I've ever played to completion. I've had a lot of the other ones. I think, the 3DS port of Tales of the Abyss. Digital Eclipse. Yeah, so they probably would have put in all kinds of nice stuff. The Disney Afternoon Collection, I totally would have bought. That one baffles me. That one didn't. You should get Graces F for PS3. I have it at your recommendation, actually. You're the one who alerted me to the flash sale. So I got that. Yes, I was playing it. With my daughter for a little while, but I was worried it was going to get too sad or scary. That was about 2 years ago. She could probably handle it now. Yeah. Gosh, what else would I like to see? Well, one of the ones I wanted to see, again, a lot of the things that I wanted to see on the Switch are coming. We got the Final Fantasy VIII remaster coming. I know I'm one of those crazy people who liked Final Fantasy VIII. I realize that the battle system is weird, but I don't know. I wanted to live in Garden at the time. So no, Final Fantasy VIII is great. I know more people who like 8 over Final Fantasy VII. No, Final Fantasy. Okay. Final Fantasy VIII is. I like I liked a lot of the world building that they did in that game, but I played it so wrong because I played it like every other game. I just started grinding, and then the enemies got way too hard. I like Final Fantasy VIII, but I never beat it. Yep, I own it. I never beat it. Never beat it. Unsubscribe. No, come back. Oh no. I mean, I hate Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, yuck. Boo, hiss. It would be nice to have Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Switch. I think that's doable. The remasters weren't anything crazy. They could have put them on the Switch too. I would have definitely required some more work, but that would have been good. Final Fantasy VI on Switch, but not with the Tosei version on Android. Oh yeah. I mean, I would like collections of things. I do like collections of things. You need to review those games. Sega Arcade Collection. The Sega, like they have a very nice arcade collection for Mega Drive games on the Switch. I don't like the interface as much, and it's pretty bare bones, but it has a lot of games, and it was very inexpensive. Where did I put that? Too many games. Oh, sorry. This one. The Genesis collection. Over 50 games. The emulation is okay. Digital clip stuff is probably better. Who did this one? Who did the emulation? I don't know. But not bad. I mean, it's just kind of bare bones. The interface tries to be kind of a 3D-ish thing, and but it's just a lot of games. You got your Gunstar Heroes, you got your Shining Forces, you got your Fantasy Stars. It's just a really nice big collection of games. So I like this a lot. I got the Capcom Belt Fighter collection. What's it called in the States? Is it the Beat 'em Up collection? Is that what it's called? Oh gosh. Just Dance. Oh, I got this recently. I haven't played it. I got Rocket League because it was really cheap. I got it for $12 new. So maybe it didn't do so well in Japan. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I put it in and I redeemed my code and I didn't play it. Well, I think I played it for like a minute, but I didn't know what I was doing. But I hear it's really good. Am I going to get the Mega Drive Mini plug and play? I don't know. If Final Fantasy 1 through 6 collection doesn't happen, I'll eat my hat. You never know, though. Then again, we got the Mana collection, which has that's another thing. Like what is it called? They're renaming it Trials of Mana. That's it. You know, the third game in the series. I didn't think that would ever come in English. So like, there's just a lot of cool stuff like that. Satoshi makes a good point. Upcoming mini systems. I have pre-ordered the PC Engine Mini already. I'm still not entirely sure about the Mega Drive Mini. It's, I don't know, M2's doing the emulation, which gives me a lot of hope for it. I don't know. Who am I kidding? I'll buy it. I'll definitely buy it. I've bought all the other mini systems. You know, I even bought the Neo Geo X, which isn't very good. So yeah, I'll probably buy it. What about you, Cheese? You like the small systems? I don't know. How about the rest of you? Which ones have you bought or are going to buy? I love the mini consoles. Yes. Uh, one of the gosh, let's see if I can find it. Too many games. A problem that young me would have loved. I'll show you a cool mini console. It was given to me as a birthday present from a Famicom Dojo fan. It is a custom retro Raspberry Pi in a Famicom Dojo case, an enclosure. Yep. I don't hook it up very often, but it's very cool and a very, very nice gesture. I thought that was really cool. Famicom, NES, Super Famicom, SNES, PS3, JP. Yeah, I didn't pick up the PlayStation Mini one, the PlayStation Classic, but I might now. It's getting cheap enough, and yeah, I might have to get one. What are they selling? What are they selling the Mega Drive Mini for? I really like how the PC Engine is doing it with the US and the Japanese games all on one system, with the only difference being that Salamander only comes on the US system, US and PAL system, and that, what is it? Is it Tokimeki Memorial? Is that the one that's coming on the Japanese one? Oh. Pre-order $80 with one controller. Well, that's not bad. The PC Engine one is kind of expensive. I mean, admittedly, it's pretty expensive. It's 7,000 or 9,000 yen, depending on how many controllers you get. And doesn't the Japanese version use the 6-button controller, whereas the US version is only the 3-button? Am I remembering that correctly? Sorry, I haven't been following that one as much. I gotta say, and I know maybe this will cause a number of people to unsubscribe again, but I'm more excited for the PC Engine one because a lot of those games are really expensive and really good games, and a lot of Hudson Soft stuff there, and I'm really looking forward to. I got rid of a lot of my PC Engine collection a number of years ago, and I had some of those more high-priced games before, and I'm just really looking forward. The West gets screwed with 3 buttons. Yep. It's about Ichimanen. Yeah, for the PC Engine. Unsub. No! Everybody keeps unsubbing. Hold on. Okay, pandering. I really like. I really like Undertale. Please subscribe again. Do I plan to get the mini Tower of Power accessory? If I do get the Genesis Mini, I'll definitely be getting that. Dang it! People don't like Undertale? I mean, okay. Hold on. What's gonna get people excited? Okay. I hear this game's good. Wait, I mean, it's the best game ever. Seems like a waste of plastic. Ah! Oh, my pandering is failing. Okay, hold on. Laserdisc. No one's gonna stay subscribed. So let's look at Laserdisc. Huh? I have this game, and I like it. Everybody's leaving the chat. Okay. Fine. The Genesis decorations. Okay, I thought you were saying Undertale was a waste of plastic. And I guess physical games in some ways are, but okay. A man of culture. Okay. Oh, phew. I got them back. Mother 3. Okay. All right. The pandering continues. All right. There we go. Yes. Is this the Japanese version of Undertale? It is. Yes. Yes, it is. But it has the English version on here as well. And both of them are done by Fangamer. And I think the just identical stuff other than this advertisement in here. But I as far as I know, the cartridge is the same data as the US cartridge. You know how popular... Oh, Fortnite! Yes, I got a panda to Fortnite fans. Look at this. Oh, man, Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite is also on the Switch, and I have had it installed at one time. Have you done any mods or maintenance involving soldering? Yes. I modded way back in the day, along with my friend. I modded my GameCube. The up is Japanese. The down on that switch is the U.S. system, because the GameCube it was just one solder point that determines whether it's a U.S. or Japanese system. But as you can see, I tried to put this attachment here originally, and it didn't work. And by inputting it together, it works fine, but like inputting it together, it looks ugly. It looks really ugly. And yeah, I also tried to put it here to why did I put it on the front? Because I'm not good at it. This is the one and only time I tried that. Because at the time I didn't care so much about the aesthetics. It's that I had a Japanese GameCube, and I wanted to play Eternal Darkness. That was the yeah, my GameCube now is a nose. Yep. Mounted. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't entirely me. I was involved in the process, and but I mean, I wanted to mod it, and I had a friend who's like, I know how to do that stuff, and I was like, okay, and the surgery, the patient lived, but the surgery didn't go exactly as planned, which is why we should #end region logs. I had NCSX mod. Oh, man, that takes me back. Are they still around? I bought so many Saturn games from them back in the day. Oh, my goodness. National Console Support. What did the X stand for? I don't remember. They put a red push button switch in the back air vents. Yeah. A friend of mine had his Saturn got a switch from them, I believe. Yep. Eternal Darkness was developed about 20 minutes from my house. Ah, yes. Canada, yes. All right. Oh, gosh. More pandering. We need more pandering. What is the rarest Switch game I own? That is... Bayonetta 1 on a game card. Very few of these out there. Go crazy, Vink. It's a Famicom party. I bridged the jumper myself to play Rogue Leader early. Melted the plastic cap on it. Do you do mods now, Cheese? Or I don't know. I'd love to get into that scene. It's hard to do anything that requires delicate work with a lot of kids in the house, but I really admire people who can do that. Famicom Dojo is kind of friends with some people who do modding in Wisconsin, like where's my brain? Ben Heck, sorry, Ben Heck. He's from Wisconsin as well, and Sean sees him a lot at some events. We really want to do a collaboration sometime, but like the stuff he does with that modding is amazing, amazing. I wonder how Howard Lincoln feels about Night Trap on Switch. Night Trap on Switch. I bet he doesn't care anymore because he said that just to have a real nice rim shot there. Night Trap. The reason I bought that was it's just like, oh, I know what I want on Switch. I want it on a physical cassette. Cartridge, card, whatever you want. I want Final Fantasy VII on a physical card, just because they said that game couldn't ever be on a cartridge. So I want it on a cartridge just because of that. Is Bayonetta 1 physical a Japan only release? It was a release that only came in the non-stop climax edition of Bayonetta. This guy. It had 2 physical cartridges in, one for Bayonetta 1, one for Bayonetta 2. The game was never sold standalone, and there's only a few thousand of these that were made. It sold out almost instantly. I was lucky enough to get one. But other than that, there's no physical cartridges made. You couldn't buy it as a standalone. Let's see. I do software mods. I just ordered parts for Gradius 3, but I'm hesitant to do the soldering myself. Yeah, exactly. I watch a lot of videos on people who do actual cartridge mods. I want to just learn how to do soldering enough that I can replace batteries on games. I would like to be able to do that. And I'm terrified of all these stories I read about, like PC engines with their caps melting off. They're like, have you recapped your system? And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I could put like a knit hat on my system or something, but I don't know. But it's scary. It's probably something I should learn to do. Night Trap is the only physical Switch game I own. The wife has Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu still unplayed. So did you buy it for that same reason, just the whole novelty of the whole thing? But I want a physical release of Snatcher and Police Knots. Yeah, that would be nice. Gosh, Cheese, I was gonna go to bed like 40 minutes ago or something, but you asked such a good question that I'm just I haven't even played a game in like an hour or something on this stream, so I'm very thankful that you guys have stuck around to listen to me just kind of stream of consciousness talk about video games. But it's wonderful. I got the collector's edition at Bit Summit. Okay. I'm being trained to do all the soldering work. It's something I should learn. I really should. Once I get my Neo Geo Pocket Color modded, I can do yours if you'd like, Vink. Yes, I just have to choose which one. I've got 3 Neo Geo Pockets, and I don't know. They've all got their. I like this. I like the small clear ones. That's nice, but the bigger one is kind of easier to play. I don't know. Let me. Yeah, if you can do that, I would love to have a backlit Neo Geo Pocket. I really like the idea of Night Trap as a game. It might be too late right now, but Limited Run right now is doing Double Switch, which is basically Let me see if they still got it. It might have finished. Never mind, it's done now. Although you can get a physical copy of Turok and Turok 2 right now. No, it just ended. But Double Switch was available until like last night. But I'm sure it'll be digitally available for a while. But that's very similar. Do I have a Pokemon Mini? I do, and I have a Sakura Tyson Mini as well, the Pocket Sakura, which is basically a very similar device. Did you see the Ukulele Switch Retro Edition with the N64 cartridge of ukulele? Yes, but I was disappointed that it wasn't an actual working cartridge. I know. I shouldn't be disappointed by that, but I don't know. In the days where people are actually doing stuff like that, like making new cartridge games, I guess my expectations are a little too high. Speaking of limited run, are you going to get Time Spinner on Switch Vink? I don't think so. I mean, I have so many Metroidvanias already, and I know that one's supposed to be one of the very unique, nice ones. But I don't have time for the ones I already have, so I don't know. I don't know. Limited run games is kind of my Achilles heel, though, so I might. I'm saying no now, but well, I mean, luckily I can't right now because I am incredibly poor. There's a lot of bills came this month, and I won't be buying any games this month. Probably the next month either, because kids' birthdays are coming up and stuff like that. Like I've already spent way too much money. I mean, you can tell. I mean, so it's good that I'm actually playing some of them now. I took a look at the prices on Pokemon Mini hardware, software, and went screaming in the other direction. Yeah, they've gone. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't. They shouldn't be that expensive because it wasn't super uncommon. It's just, I don't know. I'll be sending you cash. I have Dragon's Lair coming. Great. And I think one more, but I can't remember. Did you get the collector's edition? The collector's edition of Dragon's Lair, that limited run. This is a stupid thing, but apparently when you pull it out of the package, it has that coin insert sound, the dun, 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 from Dragon's Lair. That's wonderful. Let's see. Boo. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's just okay. You can't not buy any games next month though. Links. Yeah. But oh no, I was gonna say I've already pre-ordered it, so I've already paid for it, but Amazon pre-ordered it, so they charge you later. So I guess I theoretically could cancel it. I'm not going to cancel it. Yeah, well, sorry, kids. It's going to be just miso soup and instant ramen for a little while. I can barely afford regular games. My limited edition Dragons doesn't do that. No, yeah, it's just the Switch one. It comes in a Laserdisc style case too. It's really cool, but really expensive. So how excited are you for the package I've sent you? This is crazy because I am very excited. Colin is sending me should I tell them what you're sending me, or should it be a surprise? Should I just put it on stream? Did you see Dragon's Lair on Stranger Things? Yes, I did. How am I poor? I have 4 children. Is that next month, Dang? It's called having 4 kids. Yeah. Go nuts, tell them. He is sending me a bag of licorice all sorts. Okay, hold on, wait. Don't unsubscribe. I do like black licorice. I'm sorry. I know that's an unpopular thing, but one of the reasons I desire it so much is because you can get almost anything in Japan if you look hard enough. But black licorice is just not a thing that I've been able to find in the import stores in Japan or anywhere else. Like Japanese people don't like root beer either, but you can get it. You can get it. They don't. There's a lot of things they don't like. They don't really care for Mexican food so much, but you can get it. There are places that have it, but black licorice you just can't get here. And we were in the last stream. We were talking. I just flinched at that scissors icon, Cheesemeister. But licorice, we were talking about licorice all sorts last time, and I'm like, I have not had licorice all sorts in probably 15 years, and I was just mentioning it, and this Colin guy is like, I can just pick up some at the supermarket. I'm like, yeah, but the shipping to get them to me would cost way more than the thing. He's like, I'm not just gonna to ship them. I'm gonna get a tracking number and everything. And I'm like, so you can follow the progress of this like couple dollar bag of candy with expense. But I appreciate that so much. And I don't know why I thought that an Australian accent would sound like this, a 20s gangster. But he likes candy that I don't like. I'm calling the police. Oh. I need some fajitas. Thanks, fajitas. Yes. Oh. Does my wife tire of my shenanigans when it comes to buying games? No. I mean, she's been on the show a few times, so she tolerates what I do. I suppose she probably thinks it's a waste of money, but it's a waste of my money, though. I don't use the family money to buy my video games. I sell stuff online, and I use what I get from that to buy other video games, or it's from just things that I had saved up from previously. Like my paycheck goes to my family, and that's first. And no matter what cool games are coming out, that's my first priority. And what's left, yeah, I pretty much spend every cent of money but like it's also something I do with the kids. So I think that's helping us bond a little bit. I don't know. It's something I struggle with myself because I do have more games than I need as a human being. I guess that's a weakness. I tell myself that I don't gamble, I don't smoke, I don't, I'm very faithful to my family. So my vice is video games. I don't know. It's yes, it's probably somewhat juvenile for me to not let this part of my life go, but I did once. I've mentioned a lot of times that I sold off most of my collection before I got married, going, okay, time to be an adult. And I did my best to try to move on from those things, but I don't think it's necessarily that one needs to deny themselves of something they like. I don't think that's part of a healthy relationship either, to limit parts of your personality. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just stubborn. I haven't figured it out yet. Life is a learning process, and who knows? Who knows what's going to go on? But yeah. Are there any wacky chips or snack foods like those Pepsi flavored Cheetos that you'd be able to send via? If I find something really, really weird, I'll definitely offer it to you guys. All Aussies are 20s gangsters, don't you know? Yes, that's right. My mom has 4 kids. Well, actually 5. Responsible adulting? Okay. The kids are more important than anything else. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I'll tell you what. This is also kind of, I mean, in a way, most of these games I bought very cheap. I will say, I mean, a lot of, it looks like a lot of games, and it is a substantial investment. But like my whole collection here is cheaper than if I had bought a sports car, which a lot of, people going through midlife crises like I probably am buy instead. And to be hospitalized if there was anything, I would just sell it all, because having a hobby is wonderful, but like having a family and things like that, that's the top priority of my life. And that's one of the reasons the channel's slowed down a lot lately, because I've got the 4 kids. I have less time to do podcasts. I have less time to do these things. The streaming I always do late at night, because that's when people are sleeping and that. But yeah, we're all in the same boat. We understand. Thanks. His words are inspiring. Thank you. It's great. Call Mario on games. I was yes, actually I was using that method with my laser discs recently, because I collected a lot of movies that I just because they were cheap, and games as well. There's a lot of what I have is my games that are in my permanent collection. That means the ones that I don't sell and the ones that I do sell. And for a long time, I was only selling doubles. But for some, if things do not spark joy, I think I'm going to get rid of some of them, because I'm running out of space, and someone else might find joy in something that I don't necessarily need. You're going to have a good laugh when that package arrives, because it will show you just how much I paid for this joke. Oh, man. But thank you, though. Like, people, I'm always surprised when people want to send me things, because I don't think I necessarily do anything that's worth presents. But it blows my mind, and I thank you so much. And I would never ask someone to send licorice all sorts, because they're heavy and they're always going to cost more to ship than they actually cost. But I really do appreciate it. Even though you live in Japan, do shops in Japan treat you like a foreigner? At first, definitely, but I'm such a regular now. The shop, the Famicom Dojo, is based off the name of a shop, Famicom Dojo, which I bought a lot of these games in. And when I stop over there now, the owner of the store, which is I believe, late 80s, early 90s woman, who's the mother of Hiro, who's been on the show a few times. When I go there, she treats me like family. Like, after I look around the store for a little bit, she invites me back to the back, which is the house, and sometimes she's cooked me dinner. So I would say they maybe do treat me like a foreigner, because it's probably preferential treatment that I wouldn't get if I was just someone off the street. But I'm treated very well. I'm treated very well here in Japan. Japanese people, it's hard to make relationships in Japan, but once you build them, I find that Japanese people are incredibly warm and caring people. But sometimes it's hard to get past that initial resistance. Yeah, Hiro's a great guy, and his band is really good. He's in a Beatles cover band. They're really good. You know what? I'm going to record them playing at one of their rehearsals sometimes and upload it here so you guys can hear. They're really, really good. Do you eat with chopsticks? Well, yes, finally. That's another thing. Like, I go back and forth on Japan, because sometimes I get really annoyed by this. This stuff that kind of like the stereotyping that's going on. And at first, it really annoyed me when I'd go to a convenience store and I'd buy a bento or something, and they would say, "Can you use chopsticks?" And at first I was like, "What do you think? What do you think? I've lived in Japan for a couple of years now. Of course I can use chopsticks. It's something a baby can do. It would make me kind of mad." But now I realize that they're just trying to be nice. Like, they're offering me the option of a fork or a spoon because they don't know if I can use them. And true, it's a limited amount of understanding of that. Most foreigners of my age or younger has learned to use them, especially if they're living in Japan. But like, they're not doing it to be insulting or anything like that. Would you like better, rice or bread? Oh, I get this. Yeah. What food do you eat every day? They love that because we Japanese eat rice every day. What food do you eat every day? Is it bread? And I'm just like, uh, so I try to come up with interesting things to go along with it. Other than mustard, our staple is mustard, or sausages, or cheese. Cheese. Well, everyone knows I like cheese. Um, You'd pay money to hear that. Like, I'm a perpetual misser of his live events because they're often on Saturdays and I work on Saturdays. And I was gonna one was on a Sunday once and I was all prepared to go, but it sold out. It actually sold out. It was a small theater. A theater at a capacity of only like 150 people, but it sold out, so I didn't get to see his band. But I've been to their rehearsals a number of times, and actually they've let me jam with the band. I don't play any instruments or anything, but a lot of the songs they do are like Beatles songs, Carpenter songs, like Simon and Garfunkel, things like that. So they've let me sing. Well, I bet I have a recording of some of it somewhere. But it's just a group of people, middle-aged people who got together and made a band. Hero plays bass guitar or sometimes lead, and yeah, it's just really 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 cool. They've got above Famicom Dojo. I'll take you there sometime. There's a little recording studio, and that's where they practice. And there's also a full-on mahjong table there, and that's where I learned to play mahjong. All right. Like when Americans ask, "Is Canada cold?" Do they? I guess I'm from Wisconsin, so we're pretty close. So we don't have the illusion that Canada is going to be warm. I don't know. So Bergs? Did I say Bergs? Um, Chopsticks just don't work with some food here. Curry rice is such a notable exception. Yes, but like I can't eat some foods that I used to eat with forks. I find that eating salad with a fork seems barbaric these days. Because you have to skewer everything to eat it. But I had no problem with it previously. I don't know. Some foods, yeah, just work better. I got to sing with a musical I got to sing with a musical get together once. You'd probably kill me. Why is that? Mm, You have a couple of songs on the DVDs. Yes, yes. I mean, part of me always wishes I had gone into some form of performance, some form of like I used to do a lot of community theater, and when I was in college, I was into choral music and theater. I sang opera. When I say I sang opera, I mean I was background chorus for uh, three opera productions that my college did. So nothing big, but man, did I enjoy it! Really, really enjoyed it. I'll tell you in a PM. Oh, I'm looking forward to a cheese. Good to express yourself. You were an opera singer. I mean, like not professionally, obviously. It was for my school, and I was not a musical performance major. I was not a drama major. I was not a theater major. So I was one of the few people who did it not for credit and not for to have an acting something on the resume. I just did it because I really wanted to. It's very strange. Um, Did you stand on painted tape? Yes. Yeah, but that's one of the things that I do miss here is I would love to do theater or performance. I was in a chorus group here in Japan before my second was born, to do a solo at a concert in my town in front of a couple thousand people. Maybe it wasn't a couple thousand, maybe it was 1,000 people, but that was very cool. I sang the song "Beautiful Dreamer" because I am a tenor, and I was one of the few people in my course group who was under the age of 60. It gets harder to sing the high notes the older you get. As it is, my voice has gotten a lot lower in the last couple of years even. I wonder if I'd even be able to sing it now. Part of it's just not training. But there is a Blu-ray that was released in Japan that has a small clip of me singing, which is bizarre. But I think if you're a foreigner in Japan for long enough, you're going to wind up in those situations. I've been on TV and in the newspaper a lot of times. I'm sorry. We haven't even played a game in a while. This has just become like a fireside chat show. And strangely enough, since I started just talking and not playing any games, the number of people watching has gone up. It's very strange. I think perhaps there's a self-esteem issue here, but I don't feel that I'm that interesting of a person, so it surprises me that people are sitting around listening to me. But thank you. That's one of the reasons that even though I had a really hard week, I still wanted to stream, because it's just really nice to have this kind of connection. What did you do to get in the paper? I appear at a lot of, like, I was in a planning meeting for like a town festival, and I don't know, and just because I was like a foreigner there taking interest in local events, that was like they interviewed the organizer of the whole event, they interviewed the mayor, and then me, who was just someone who just walked in because I saw a flyer, stuff like that. I was on the show Zoom In Sunday. It's a national program, because I was walking through Akihabara. Well, I don't know. I was talking about retro games, and they interviewed me, and I was talking about how I like to play bad old Famicom games and things like that. And they interviewed me for a long time, but only like a 3-second clip actually made it into the show. Yeah, Sean was in that too. We were on Japanese television together. Because we're talking about life in a different country, I suppose. I guess I've lived here so long that it doesn't seem remarkable to me anymore. And did I keep the article? I have the newspaper somewhere. My whole family has been on the cover of a like a prefecture wide publication. The distribution is around the prefecture. For a Mother's Day thing, there's a picture of my wife and I at dinner, and they've posed my daughter handing flowers to her, which was interesting. My daughter does a little bit of modeling, not much, not professionally, just for local company. Like if someone like she's been on a cover of a couple magazines here and things like that. But it's just something that happens when you're a foreigner, because they, especially in a small town, because they're looking for that difference. They're looking for that uniqueness, and so there's call to do things like that. I declined an interview from a TV crew in Akiba once. Too camera shy. Where can I find this? They're long since out of print. They were just like they're kind of free papers, if that makes any sense. They do a lot of that in Japan, where they have these free publications you can take. The only thing that I've been published in that you can probably still buy is I wrote for a while for oh gosh. Retro magazine. It folded. It was badly managed, but I had the opportunity to write for it for a while, which I really enjoyed. Let me see if I can find something I wrote. Maybe I picked up one that I didn't write for. Let me see. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Am I in this one? Maybe I'm not in this one. Maybe I'm not in that one. Oh, the you and Sean thing on TV. I've got a screen cap of it. But like, that's the one I wrote. Oh, the rock paper game of mechanic. That was one of mine. I was talking about how rock paper scissors battle systems were in a bunch of games, and they used like Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom and like Sailor Moon and things like that. Oh man, that's bad writing. These are just a few of the many examples of junk and found in games. There are dozens, maybe hundreds more. Some of them are lame, but at least a third of them rock. Oh my god. Oh man, that's such a bad pun. But yeah, I did some writing for them for a while. Some other things, yeah. Would I have the time to write again if the money was good enough? Man, if I could make a living talking about video games or writing about video games or acting or I don't know, something like that, I would love to. I would love to. But like as with everything in my life, my family's got to come first. Like I would love to if the stars aligned, I would love to try to make a career out of being a YouTuber or something like that. I would love to write a novel. I would love to, but like I won't do anything that's going to put my family at risk. I will do things like this where after working a 12-hour day, I get my family to bed and then do a stream. Because that's something that I enjoy doing and it doesn't hurt anybody, but I mean, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me for now. But I do, yeah. And I put that on paper. Yeah. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And what's funny is the editor comment right afterwards said, "You're fired." And you know what? That's the last thing I wrote for them. No, it's not. I wrote 2 other things after that. Different behaviors and different levels of toxicity. Redback is far worse. Sorry, what am I reading? How long have you and Sean known each other? Since college. I met him in college. We didn't grow up in the same city, so I met him when I was about 20, maybe. So I've known him for almost 20 years now. Yeah. How long have you known Cheesemeister? Gosh, Cheese, how long has it been? That's back in the media create days. Oh gosh, it's been a while. We've known each other a while. 2007, yeah, yeah. So we've known each other for quite a while. But I have not seen you in person in years though. We really should do something about that. We really should do something about that. But ever since we both had kids, it's really hard to meet up. But yeah, we should because that was fun. That was fun. Both of those. Was it just 2 times? 3? 2 or 3? Yeah. Who's older? Of Sean and I? I'm older than Sean. Fly the pair of you and your families to Australia. I'd love to go to Australia sometime. For the sake, for cheese, gosh, younger. I'm guessing I'm older. Kyoto is supposedly a nice place to visit. It was the first place I ever visited in Japan. Kansai was the first place I ever went to in Japan, and I went back to Osaka once because I had a friend who was teaching Nova. And other than that, I have not been back. I've been to Tokyo lots of times, but I would love to go to Kyoto again. I would love to. You see, I'm establishing my alibi right now, so nobody thinks that I stole the N on the Nintendo sign. Cheese, you should totally make YouTube videos. I mean, I'd watch them, but cheese is my Twitter go-to for like everything. Half of the tweets I have are just retweets of things he wrote. So, I upset the locals by standing in a street corner in a t-shirt eating ice cream during a snowstorm. Yeah, that is kind of upsetting. But you're not from a cold. I mean, is it cold where you are? I mean, Australia, in my mind, is not a place that gives you a lot of tolerance. Yeah, they'd just be direct feed gameplay. Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't know. I love following. I love following all the Twitter stuff. You have the live translations and things like that. Just wonderful. Melbourne will get as low as 4 degrees. Oh, really? Yeah, but I mean, coming from Wisconsin, that seems pretty warm. You know how in fan art people usually make Sean the more serious and aggressive one, but I mean, Vink's got some super serious JoJo eyes at times. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, anybody who's watching right now, you're probably already subscribed to Cheese on Twitter. But if you aren't, it's one of the best feeds to follow. You're going to get translations from bits of Japanese media, just a lot of gaming news, things like that. So can you throw your handle up there? It's just the one word Cheesemeister, right? But if you're not following, please do it. It's well worth. You get what you pay for, or your money back. Yeah. Oh, I got a question for you. As a cheese, I got a yeah. Thank you. It's 3K. That was it. That was it. And cheese, I got a question for you. Have you now as you're I know you're a big Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan as well, which is what I'm guessing the 3K is coming from in your name. But I have not been able to watch the new season because the Japanese Netflix doesn't have it. The first season, I got the Blu-ray box set as well as a code to watch it off of. I can't remember what service it was that worked fine in Japan. But like, how have you watched the new season, and if so, how? I mean, I guess I could do shenanigans with VPNs, but I don't know. Cheese from the year 3000, yes. And cheese from the year 3000 will be very, very good because aged cheese is better than fresh cheese. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, it's almost 3. How are these people in Japan and Australia still awake? This is crazy. I'm ruining your day tomorrow. All right. I used a VPN to watch it right away, but I got the Blu-ray box set for season 12. Okay. So I really want to. I really want to see it. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna look into it because I'd like to do it away without having to go through too many hoops. But like, I mean, I do pay for Netflix, so I mean, I feel, yeah, I don't know. I'm being paid. You're being paid $32 Australian an hour to watch Vink stream. Oh man, I need to get paid to watch people's streams. You're at the hotel right now. VPN is flaky at best. Yeah. For a while, the Opera browser was really nice because it had the built-in VPN, but it doesn't seem as effective as it used to be. Yeah. But yeah, gosh, I'm so pleased for people tuning in to these streams. I really appreciate it, and I know how late it is for some of you, so I doubly appreciate it. So I think I'll probably wrap up pretty soon, just because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning here, and my wife's got an event in the morning, so I got to watch the kids from about 8 o'clock. So so pretty soon. But I usually don't go this long, but I just it's been really nice conversation. Power through. Yeah, perhaps if I don't sleep, then I won't be tired in the morning. All the web browsers talk makes me think of the web comic about Internet Explorer as an anime girl. Admit it, Satoshi. Anything we talk about makes you think about something else as an anime girl. So I can keep you until the end of shift. Well, you know what? There's all kinds of archived Vink you can watch. Remember, all of this is sponsored by Big Vink. Vink is an anime girl. There, yes, that fan art does exist. That was interesting. For those, as long as we're spamming things about Cheesemeister right now, for those who don't know, he also does some ROM hack stuff, and every time I say I'm going to check that out right away, but I will actually check it out. So if you'd like to throw that link up as well, please do. And Satoshi has a really cool channel, and he doesn't talk about it much, but I loved the video he did on the regional differences between various Tetris games, and also deconstructing the references found in the hyperdimension Neptunia ending sequences that show where all the old Famicom game references come from and stuff like that. So if both of you could just throw up links to your stuff, because it's cool stuff, and everybody who's watching right now should be subscribed to those. Yes, Neptunia endings are filled with Famicom references. Depending on the type of game, I like that the music game references all the old music games and things like that. That's very cool. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my voice. I think I haven't had anything to drink in like 3 hours because I didn't want to go about cleaning my water bottle out, and I was like, I'm just going to stream for like an hour tonight anyway. So. All right. All right. What do you guys want me to stream next week? I'm going to be off. By next week, I'm going to have about a week off, so I can probably do a few streams during that time. But a lot of the time, I don't know if I'm going to stream or not, so I don't make strong preparation. But if there's anything you'd like to see, PS3, I haven't done PS3 yet. I've got some kind of interesting games. I say Super Famicom. Super Famicom is good. Cheese reviews, yes. There will be cheese. It's the sequel to There Will Be Blood. There will be cheese. Kono bangumi wa sponsor. Some more Playdia. I need to get my Playdia back. I loaned it. To someone or whatever, and surprisingly they held on to it. Playdia. I have a what really obscure things I could play PCFX, although I don't have any of the games that are worth streaming. 3DO. I could do a 3DO stream. There's a lot of fun stuff. I really wanna stream the Doraemons. Yeah. Super Famicom? The Loopy. I had a Loopy, but I didn't have any of the special paper you needed to print the seals and stuff. I have a couple Loopy games still somewhere. I've got this fashion designing Casio Loopy game. Have you guys seen Break Up Big Vink? Casio Loopy games look really interesting. They look like bootleg Famicom games. Do you have a way to display handhelds like WonderSwan or PSP? I have a way to display PSP because I have one of the models of PSP that had the video out cables, but I have no way of displaying WonderSwan on a screen or anything that would look good. So, unfortunately, no. Break Up the Big Vink. End Vink locking. High Leg Fantasy. I can't stream High Leg Fantasy. Just because there's too much nudity in that game, and yeah. Do you have a Vita TV? I do. I wasn't actually expecting to see Loopy carts. No one expects to see Casio Loopy carts. Our chief weapon is surprise. Low Leg Fantasy. Okay, Low Leg Fantasy. We're fine. So Vita games are streamable too. Yes, yeah, that's true. I could stream. I don't have many Vita games though. I basically have the Neptunia games. FM Towns Marty. I had for a while an FM Towns Marty. Again, just because it was something someone ordered, so we only used it long enough to test it. Interesting little machine there. But I don't have one now. Let's see. What obscure things do I have? The Virtual Boy, which I can't really stream. Gosh. I am looking right now to get myself a Super Cassette Vision because I've been collecting software for it for a while now. I've got a whole bunch of loose games and a few boxed ones that I've been acquiring, and so I really need to get a Super Cassette Vision. I know it's not that great of a system, but it's something I want to get. What about the FM Towns DeLorean? Yeah. Oh, I get it. It's a reference to Marty. I get it. Virtual Boy stream would be the best and worst thing ever. I had a Neo Geo CDX and a PC Engine Dual R send to customers. Yep. I've got those data reading cards for Famicom. Oh, that thing. Ugh. You mean this guy? This thing right here? Yes, that. I was just trying to allow you to have your own high leg fantasy. Yeah, this thing's kind of neat. Oof. And they made like the Dragon Ball one is the one everybody has. Well, not everybody has, but like people who have that usually have the Dragon Ball one. But there were other variations of it as well. Yeah, I got a Master System here, but I don't have many Master System games. I really have very few. I used to have a Laser Active, but I only had like 2 games for it. One was called like I Will. It was like and I had Blue Chicago Blues. Yu Yu Hakusho for what? That's on a lot of systems. Oh, Master System or Mark III? That's a Master System. It's a U.S. Master System. I do not have, but I can play. I can play the Japanese Master System games because I have the power base converter for the Mega Drive, so I can play them on there. But I don't have a Japanese Mark III, or I have an SG-1000. But it lacks the power adapter. But so yeah, but I do have an SG-1000. I have some SG-1000 games too. Just some random ones. I don't have anything really rare or valuable. It's a Model 1. The Castle. I don't have The Castle. I have Castle Excellent. That's a sequel to The Castle. Oh, never mind. I keep remembering why I don't do a stream, because I've got the MSX and I've got some pretty good games for it, and I always mean to stream that, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have it. I gave my my control pad to Sean to do videos on the MSX, and I don't have. All I have is keyboard controls, which means I will be even worse than I am normally at video games if I have to use entirely keyboard controls. How do your small ones treat their games? Poorly, very poorly. So that's why I keep everything in here. Yeah, I keep the stuff in here, and if the kids want to play something, I will bring the system. That's why nothing's really hooked up in here so much. When I first moved in here, I had everything hooked up to the TV with some of those, splitter guys, so I could pretty much leave everything hooked up all the time. But now, I don't play games in here all that much. I do when I'm testing games or when I'm streaming, and that's about it. But other than that, if they want to play a game, I'll take the system out to the living room and just that game, because I don't want yeah. Do I have Metal Gear for MSX? I don't. Can we get a stream with the PC Engine Nerd or maybe Grandpappy Vink? You'd like me to do a character stream? Yeah, I could do that. Sure. I don't know how long I could keep it interesting, like off the top of my head, because all those were scripted. There's ad lib. I don't know. I don't know if that would be fun, but sure, I could try that sometimes. I just today watched Home, a basketball stream. Can I do PC Engine Nerd off the top of your head right now, just for a sec? Well, the PC Engine Nerd is it's just me. Like the thing is, like, I wanted to do, we wanted to do a parody of the Angry Video Game Nerd, but I can't really copy his style, so I just kind of made. I was kind of copying like the people I would see on PC Engine message boards, like how you know. So and so that line like, oh look over there, and FM Town's Marty, because they were all like nuts about that kind of stuff. Like where it's just stuff like that. I watched a home movie where my oldest was like 3 holding my Zelda Famicom Disk System and waving it around like it was a toy. I was horrified. Oh gosh. Can I even what was the PC Engine Nerd like? I haven't done that character in a long time. I remember how to do it now. But I don't know if I could do it right now because he yells a lot, and I do have kids sleeping, but I would be happy to revisit that character or Grandpappy at some other time. And the thing is, I was do it without yelling. I could try, but like that's part of the shtick. Basically, just to be condescending. Might have to pocket protector here. What you don't understand is that the PC Engine is well, it's an engine. You could power a car with this, but we don't because the car would be faster than any other car ever. That's why the games are so incredibly expensive on this. They're expensive on this because if they weren't really, really expensive, anybody could have them. And most people really can't handle the PC Engine. It's kind of like that. Do I have enough sake to do that character? No, not right now. But yeah, that was kind of what we were going for with the whole PC Engine Nerd. Just kind of like this kind of like never really outgrew the whole fanboy thing. And kind of that whole like needing to talk up the console too much because it was never that popular, and like we did that bit where it was like more than one controller port, why? It's just stuff like that. Just yeah, fan man child. That was basically it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That kind of stuff. I don't know. We're reluctant to do characters these days because that's usually where we get the most criticism from, is when we do characters. People did not like the Angry PC Engine Nerd when it came out. A lot of people said you're ripping off the Angry Video Game Nerd, and we're definitely ripping off the name of the Angry Video Game Nerd, who was at the time more well known as the Angry Nintendo Nerd before it kind of branched out into the other consoles. And it was definitely a shout out to that. I've never met the guy, but I enjoy the work that he does, or at least was a fan at the time. I haven't watched any of his stuff for quite a while, but I take that back. I watched a Home Alone video that somehow had Macaulay Culkin in it. But anyway, but we were in no way trying to pretend that what we were doing was original, and at the same time, we weren't trying to be exactly a parody one-to-one either. So I don't know. Yeah, your character matured like a fine cheese. Oh. His stuff hasn't really gotten any better. I found him very, very funny when I was young because it's like, whoa, it's video games with swears, and but like I you'll notice we try to avoid obscenity as much as we can in Famicom Dojo. There's a little bit in there because I don't know. There's so many people doing that they're the market's cornered. You know what I mean? Like, so we try to be just a little bit different. I mean, there's a lot of innuendo in Famicom Dojo, and there's some mild stuff, but in general, we just kind of like to keep it that if my kids stumble upon videos that Daddy has made, they're not gonna be afraid of what I sound like, or they're not going to be uh, nothing that I wouldn't want to say around the house. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, we're going for that hard PG. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff in Famicom Jojo, but like we there's, and I mean, so much of YouTube now about video games is angry, and like you get your angry Joe, you get your angry video game nerd, you get your angry whatever. I very much like watching some of those videos when people kind of fly off the handle. Jim Sterling's another one, but I think there's enough of that. I think at some point it's nice to have some positive stuff out there about just liking video games, even the bad ones. Like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, they won't get in trouble for quoting me. Get the frying pan, yeah, and it's amazing. Like, one of the biggest problems of Famicom Dojo. And sorry, we're pulling behind the curtain here. If you guys want to just peace out, you don't have to listen to this. I am not probably playing. I actually had to unsubscribe from Jim Sterling. Too toxic. Yeah. I mean, I agree with a lot of what he says, but sometimes I don't know. I don't know if the way. I don't know. I think that really one can get their point across without having to resort to hyperbole, without having to just call people by, yeah. Just everything's gotten too toxic lately. It's just very sad. So like, I try that when we do our stuff, that um, it's mostly positive, and even when we're reviewing a bad game, we try to find something unique or cool about it. I don't know. I don't know if it works. To tell you the truth, we have like 7,000 subscribers after doing this for 12 years. So I think that the people who enjoy it a lot, and I thank you. And if you've stuck with this stream this long, you're one of those people, and that makes you one of my favorite people in the world. Two people stopped while I was saying that sentence. That's very cool. Um, but I love doing it for you guys. But like, we don't have our finger on the pulse right now. There's no market for good vibes. you know um but that's okay, because we enjoy doing it, and we'll do it. We don't we're never going to make any money from it. We're just going to do it anyway because we enjoy doing it. And I think that's and that uh yeah. Let's enjoy stuff people do. Right. Yeah. Not just because I buy you sweets. Remember that they say, say thank you and take it because I always have the best stuff. Thank you. Iron Vink Sun is now part of Famicom Dojo lore and mythos. Yes. And that's the thing. That's the thing that surprises me the most, because we do this thing, but again, the biggest problem that Famicom Dojo has ever had was self-doubt. Like, Sean and I don't know how to advertise enough, because it's hard for us to think that what we're putting out there is something that a lot of people want to see. So it's hard for us to brag it up too much. You'll notice that even when we advertise for things, we usually say things like, you know, uh, there's an element of self-deprecating humor in a lot of what we do. There's we never are saying like, please watch our show, it's the best show, or something like that. It's like, we've had slogans like, you'll enjoy it or your money back, or something like that. Like, just a lot of that is just very um I don't know, just that. But so when people talk about the lore of Famicom Dojo, when people are talking about bringing back lines, like we had a lot of the recent episode that we did about the Famicom Mini. Sean's brilliant idea to have it be about basically a lot of it being a shot for shot remake of the first video, which is still our most popular video, um, and putting in a lot of references to that. I I felt a lot of hesitation there, because I thought nobody remembers those early videos, and nobody's gonna, you know, people are not gonna appreciate it. They're just not gonna get it, because it requires something, that they've seen something, and they understand these jokes, or followed us with something like that. So yeah, Sean was even wearing the same shirt, and we're like, oh, we're just spending so long on this video. Nobody's gonna get this. But the response has been amazing. We're just so surprised by that. You must apparently, to get to the top, you need to take yourself way too seriously. You must not care about either the quality of the content you put out or the people who enjoy it. Yeah, yeah. The orange paint line will follow Sean to the grave. We need more stuff like that. So anyway, we've got the Patreon now, and over the break, Sean and I, over my break, but Sean and I are going to try to record some episodes of the audio podcast, because a lot of people have been requesting that. I'm going to try to get that back up running again as my kids get a little older. Like, having a newborn gives me very little time, almost no time. But as they get a little older and a little more independent, things now, assuming Sean doesn't have another kid, because we've been going back and forth. I had a kid first, then he had a kid, then I had a kid, then he had a kid. I think we might be done now. I don't know. You'd have to ask Sean. We should probably have some more time to bring back things like the podcast. We get so many requests to have the podcast back, but we get so few listeners who actually listen to it. Like compared to the videos, I mean. We have about 300 dedicated listeners who listen like every week. And then there's, depending on what the topic is, some of them go higher, but in general, like, compared to, so for a lot of the time, oh God, that scissors icon again. No, jeez. Oh. If one of your kid marries one of his, you could start a baseball league. I mean, they got to get married, obviously, to secure the Famicom Dojo dynasty. That's very important. That's very important. The Vink getting hit by a car one upset me a bit. Oh, gosh. Did I put that in one of the podcasts? I don't even remember. Yeah, we've done a lot of episodes over the years. We even have a dojo. Yes, right? It's the Ranma 1/2 plot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, Ranma, what half? Now that's an anime. That's an anime. I'm watching a lot of Fairy Tale lately. That's what my daughter's into right now. She's doing fan art for it. It's pretty good. She's actually really, really good. That was my adventure in the Japanese healthcare system. Yes, it was. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you my daughter's fan art. It's kind of amazing. I wish I could draw that well. She's really into the show Fairy Tale. We're watching the English dub. Hold on. Look at that. 9 years old. I wish I could. I am almost 40 years old, and I wish I could draw that well. Did Sarah read the manga I sent her? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Now Anna's trying to read it. She doesn't really read yet. She's just kind of looking at the pictures through it. But yeah. Hey, One Controller Port podcast is here. Hello. You gonna have me on the show again sometime? I'm gonna try to get on there so many times that you're gonna have to rename it the One Controller Port podcast featuring multiplayer adapter, which will be my new code name. My daughter, mine is 8. I love her, but she can't draw like that. I don't know. She gets it from my grandmother. Her great grandmother, who passed away a few years back, but she was a painter. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Yeah, this is one she did when she was around 90 years old. That's where she gets it. That's where she gets it. But I can't draw. I can't draw for diddly squat. Ugh. Oh no, it was a number of years. It was like 8 years ago. So but yeah, no, she lived an amazing life. She had 11 children. She was a great woman. But no, it wasn't. It's not a recent loss, but yeah, that's totally where she gets that's where my daughter gets her artistic talent from. Oh, you to chat with someone about disaster day of crisis someday. Yes. Has the healthcare system gotten better? Healthcare system in Japan is not bad. My reaction to it, because of lack of language and stuff, and that particular hospital staff, I don't know if they've gotten better or not, but in general, the healthcare here is pretty good. Yeah, she was a writer too. She wrote. None of it was like professional. It was like the art she did, most of it went to her family and things like that. But she wrote a novel, and she wrote a book of short stories. She was published in a few like magazines and things. But yeah, I think my daughter gets a lot of her creativity from that side of the family. Yeah. Let's see. Who drew the U on the thumbnail? Which thumbnail? The one on my Twitter? The one on this video? Oh, that is our good friend Illustrations, who draws the comic Apricot Cookies. Which, have you read this? If anybody who's watching this hasn't read it, you should. Let me link you up. Hold on. It is a ongoing manga about. It basically is a fourth wall breaking magical girl series. Hold on, let me link you guys up. It is hilarious, just hilarious, and it skewers anime tropes. Just skewers anime tropes. Watch it if you have time. My YouTube icon. Oh, my YouTube icon? What is my YouTube icon right now? I don't even know. But sorry to repeat myself, but I'm not sure you saw what I said earlier. But what was up with the Christmas Neo Geo bit back for season 1? You looked really excited. I was trying to parody the N64 kid, who the N64 and kind of pawing at the box. That was my parody for that. We were trying to, because I think we mentioned in one of the things, the Neo Geo episode that we did was something I wrote before Famicom Dojo even really started. It was when we were still trying to conceive what the series was going to be. We did that, but it required a lot of effort to film. But in those early days, I only had a crappy little digital camera, so I couldn't film much. But we were kind of hinting at an upcoming video that took like 2 years afterwards to come out. We do it all the time. We're always hinting at videos that we've got in our brains. But yeah. So that was me, and I was wearing a Yoshi costume, I believe, that I don't have anymore, but I'm considering asking to do a collaboration with you and Sean for my secret project. I'm thinking of who to ask. What I'm planning to do, it'll be out September 2020. Send Sean and I a private message sometime. Just send a PM to the Famicom Dojo on Facebook, and it'll go to both of us if you want to let us in on the secret. And we'll see what we can do. I got to say, though, that if the secret project requires a lot of work, it might be hard at this point. Popping on a podcast is something I can do fairly easily, but anything that's going to require a lot of filming, I still feel bad for Retro Gamer Girls because it took us, that video took like 9 months to put together just because of the busyness of Sean and I. Oh my goodness! Anyone else got a project they're working on right now? How did you meet your wife? At a party. I was pretty new to Japan at the time, and she was taking English classes that a friend of mine was teaching, and just a get together. Sorry, it's not an interesting. I've much, I've got more interesting like meet cute type stories with previous girlfriends, but they didn't go anywhere. Like, we don't have a really cool meeting story, but we've got a really cool like story from that point on, my wife and I think that's better because we were both at a place in our lives when we met that we were looking for something a little bit more, and I think that's why things worked out. Who Next Fighters 98 video is done, so that's out on Tuesday. Ooh! Oh, I want to see that. You've been hinting at it in your podcast for a while. I've been working on a project, but due to my computer being garbage, it isn't happening. The idea was to do what Jew Wario did. The you can play this type thing. Current project, sleep. It's 3:30 a.m. Geez, I thank you for staying for this whole podcast today. I really appreciate that. And you are once again correct in that it is very late at night, and it is time to implement secret sleep protocol. So I think that's what I should do as well. So thank you everyone for sticking around. This went on a lot longer than I had planned. Again, I was thinking I'd do an hour, maybe 2. Thanks again for sticking around. Please, if you haven't already, support these people. Get on Cheese's channel, because if you're following me, you're going to see a lot of it anyway because I retweet it all the time because it's good stuff. But just don't go through a middleman. Just go right to the source. And I will catch you guys later. This is my usual time for streaming. If you're new here, this is usually the time when I'm on. Well, actually, I'm usually asleep by now. But this is where you can find me. you sponsored content, maybe. I do have a game store. If you like games and want to support what I'm doing a little bit, it's right there. And if you don't, that's okay. It's free. Not the games, this channel, this whatever. Oh boy, it's time to sleep. All right. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on Discord. And thank you. Oh, I should do a link to the Discord. Sure. Yeah, big Vink kicking in again. Hold on, let me put up a Discord invite. I think most of you are on there already, but if you're not, let me throw that on. Just a second. It's a good way. It's another good way to reach me. Okay. Invite people. Here we go. How do I make a link that doesn't expire? Edit. Okay, there we go. There you go. Bernie Sanders is going to break up Big Vink and force Small Vink to sleep. Get out of my room, Bernie Sanders! Fine. I'll read you a story first. Come here. Is that the ocean in the background? No, it's the fan on the computer. It started up. Anyway, I gotta go to sleep. Gotta warm up some. Yeah, sleep well thing. Thanks. Oh my goodness, it's late. Well, I will see all you soon, maybe. Anyway, good night, everyone, and I thank you. You have made my week. This has really cheered me up. As I said, I was having kind of down in the dumps, but I'm super happy right now and really awake, which is not good for the fact that I should go to sleep right now. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next stream. I need to think of a good sign off. I have a. Until next week, think, Vink. I'll work on it. It's gotta be something better.